Hello everyone and welcome to the Games Done Quick Hotfix and to Out of the Box, the show that believes that if you can watch it, you can run it. Tonight our theme is, well, if you don't know it about me, I love being involved with various speedrun marathons, and tonight's show is going to feature entirely runners from a speedrun marathon that I have been watching for a long time, that are great friends of a lot of people in the GDQ community. This is the Fastest Furs community. We'll be doing a marathon at the beginning of next month to raise money for Trans Lifeline. So all of our runners this evening are taking place in that marathon. So there's going to be lots of animals to see and interact with this evening. Our first run is going to be photography only, though, no touching the animals, as we go through a Legends of Johto score showcase with Maple Snowgirl. Maple, how are you tonight?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, Tree. Hello, everyone. My name is Maple Snowgirl, and this is new Pokémon Snap Legends of Johto High Score Showcase. New Pokémon Snap is an on-the-rails first-person Pokemon photography game. And really cool thing is there are built-in scoring systems for individual photos and the courses themselves. So I will be playing through the 4 stages that have 3 of the Johto legendaries as well as the Johto mythical. Snowfield tonight with Suicune, Undersea with Lugia, Fireflow Volcano with Ho-Oh, and then Elsewhere Forest with Celebi. And then there will also be the added treat of going to the Illumina spot on Darice Island for not a Johto legendary, but you know what, Steelix is enough of a legendary in my heart.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely. You know, pseudo legendary is such a that's such a mean term. If it's legendary to you, it counts.
Yeah.
I do want to mention to everybody that if you are going to watch the Fastest Furs showcase, this is actually going to be the incentive, so you'll get to see a little bonus this evening as a thanks for tuning into the Hotfix.
Yeah, that is true. The Snowfields through Elsewhere Forest is like the main part of the run, and then the Steelix Illumina spot is nicely with this category. But I am going to give a real quick countdown, and then we are going to be off onto maybe the most stressful stage of the night.
Isn't that just the way? All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, real quick rundown of how course scoring works in this game. I will try my best to explain while without getting distracted by what is going on by the enormity of this stage. Up in the top right corner, you can see like a little icon for photos and then a number next to that. That's how many photos I have left on this attempt of the stage, and I just missed the Mighty Anna. Go away, Mighty Anna. Please don't eat Santa Claus. So you start a stage with 72 photos, and you want to use all of them. But you want to make sure that you take pictures of as many different species of Pokemon as you can, because each photo gets individually scored. And then those scores get added up and then multiplied by the number of different species of Pokemon that you took on that attempt of the course. So this is going to be a glitchless run of this stage, so I will be taking photos of ideally 26 different species of Pokemon, which is the highest number of any stage in the game. There is a glitched route on this stage where you actually take pictures of an additional 2. So you'd end up taking pictures of 28. I don't fully understand how it works, but there is some way to activate a route change and not actually like go down the route change or like trigger it later. I don't fully understand how it works. Yeah, Snom's in the tree. Crabominable had to punch the Snom tree so that way we could get a nice little picture of Snom.
Yeah, so
I really hope that the game read the Glaceon picture also, because I missed the Glaceon with the Illumina Orbs. A little worried about that.
do you want to go a little bit into some of the basic mechanics when you get a moment here? I know the first level is the hardest, so maybe it's more appropriate on the next level, but what the different kinds of balls are that allow you to encourage different kinds of Pokemon interactions, things like that.
Yeah, so, honestly, one that I wish got a little bit more use that I just used to wake up that Jinx. The camera has a built-in little, like, song player. And sometimes the little tune that it'll play will wake up Pokemon like in the sense of that Jinx. Sometimes Pokemon will dance. Right there is a fluff fruit. They're like apples, but the lore is I think it's like they're much like lighter weight than regular apples. You can feed them to Pokemon. You can throw them in ponds that Magikarps are in to make them jump out. You can also bonk Pokemon with them to get them to do various animations that sometimes are higher point. This is going to be a little bit dicey because I need to throw an Illumina Orb and hit this Suicune. Please stop, Suicune. Ah, dang. Time to retry. That is why I do not like this stage.
No worries. Well, now we'll make sure to get the Glaceon this go around as well.
Yeah, Suicune is obviously our first of the Johto legendaries, and it is definitely the scariest because it shows up at the end of the stage and is incredibly difficult to get the proper interaction with. Because the Illumina Orbs are sort of like fancy glowing spheres that will create this little halo around a Pokemon, and they will do various interactions that they don't normally do. If you manage to land the Illumina Orb on Suicune as it's running across the lake, then it will stop on the shoreline and then run a little bit further. You can throw another one and it'll use, I'm not actually sure which move it uses. It might be Blizzard, it might be some other move. I think it's Blizzard though, don't quote me on that.
A reasonable guess. I have full expectation that someone in chat will know, so when you see it, chat, let us know.
Yeah, but that is the highest point interaction on Suicune. And also, that interaction with Suicune is my highest point photo that I have of any Pokemon on the save of like 6,100 something or whatnot. For reference, I'm throwing the wrong thing at Crabominable. Please wake up. The highest sort of like star ranking level on a photo is the Diamond. That 4,000 points is the lowest threshold to get a diamond rank.
And yes, so 6,100 is yeah.
Yeah, Suicune, all of the Johto honestly, all of the legendaries just flat out in the game are usually monstrously high scoring Pokemon. I think Suicune and Ho-Oh are probably going to be the highest in the showcase. Just because Lugia is absurdly unreliable, at least in my experience.
But yeah,
it's just like very hard to line the camera up with the way Lugia moves.
Got it. Yeah, talking about the point totals of individual photos really helps you appreciate just how important the idea of, snapping them all is in terms of changing your score up, because we're talking about 4-digit scores, and yet your per stage score or per run score can come up in the millions, or even close to 10 million, 9 million and change.
Yeah, and actually with the glitched route on this stage, the world record, and I believe there are currently 2 players who have managed to hit it. I Dang it, I missed it again.
Oh, no.
All right, let's try that one more time.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to just say, you know what, Suicune, fair enough. But I believe that there are 2 players who have scores on this stage with the glitched route actually into the 11 millions.
Wow.
Even with that route, I'm still like mind blown that that score is possible. There we go. That's a good Delibird. But this stage I feel like is really good for like highlighting like all of the different mechanics that you can use to sort of get various Pokemon interactions. That was a really unfortunate photo of the Braviary. Its wing was like completely obscuring its face. One other mechanic that I haven't really touched on for adjusting Pokemon interactions is the scan. The scan has a lot of purposes. The biggest purpose, at least in my opinion, is for finding and taking alternate routes. This stage, the high score route actually does use 2 alternate routes throughout it. This area here, and then going into the sort of icy cavern that goes out to the lake where Suicune is the master of trolling me. Got Glaceon. Speed up a little bit to get an ideal Snom.
What do you mean? All Snoms are ideal Snoms.
Nice big photo of Snom with
okay.
Snom
Now I know what you mean.
looking more at the camera. But I do agree. Like just Snom, you can't go wrong with any photo of Snom. All right, wake up, Jinx. All right, that should be pretty good. Of course, I nailed the Illumina Orb on Suicune without any issue in setup, and
Yep.
now that
Yeah, you
now
were
that
telling me the untimed, unrecorded practice run was actually a PB.
Yeah, I managed to get a PB by 2.5 thousand on this stage while setting up for this very run. But that sort of a PB on a 9 million point stage sort of highlights just how every little thing can still add up. Also, I am going to look behind me and actually zoom in this time, so that way I might be in a bit of a favorable position to hit Suicune with the orb, because
You got it.
looking behind you does slow your vehicle down, but also zooming in can also slow the car down as well. All right, take 18 pros there. Grab Swinub. And I need to not get caught mashing like I did in Fatales.
All right, name that move.
Switch to Burst of 4. That is something else really, really cool. I don't think I've ever actually seen Suicune do that animation after using that move. I think you unlock it after you beat the like main story of the game. You don't quote me on that though. It's been a little bit since I've actually done that. But you can actually go into the settings in the middle of a stage and change how many photos you take with
Snap filter.
singles.
Like the burst.
Yeah, you can take the single photo, or you can take bursts of 3, 4, or 6. And you start the final burst of Suicune with 30 photos left, which is a multiple of 6. Nice. And if you mash a little too much, that can be a problem.
Right.
But now we're going to quickly have all of these photos evaluated. Nice little 4-star PB on Snorunt. Hope to see it. Okay, the Braviary was not as unfortunate as I was expecting. I think I've been taking my Abomasnows too late. Because either that or I'm just tired and forgetting what star level that interaction is supposed to be, which is completely possible. I'm very curious about the
see that at least one or two of these mons were better on other routes. The ferret there was standing up in the other picture.
Yeah,
the other route.
There's an interaction on the Snowfields Day course with Ferret that is so ideal for, like, all right, I'll take a 6,000 Suicune. That's just so good for, like, consistency. Now I'm going to real quick flip my notes to Undersea. All right, still a nice 9 million. I will take that.
Nice. All right, and while you switch to your next note, I want to give everyone a quick note that Awesome Games Done Quick 2026 is going to be live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 4th to 10th, and registration opened up earlier today. No, I'm sorry, that's volunteer and run registration. Registration is already open. So if you want to visit the event in person, and especially if you want to run or volunteer, you can head over to gdq.gg to see how to do that. You can also upgrade it to a foil badge by November 1st and apply to be a volunteer or to run through October the 5th.
Finneon. I might have been looking at the wrong Finneon. I don't think I was, though. No. Finneon, why'd you not go the way that you're supposed to go? Okay, you're just not going the right way, whatever. Finneon is taking a page out of Suicune's book, it would seem. But now we are under the ocean. There are lots of water types. There's sleeping Corsolas and love discs. This stage is awesome. Another stage that we take 2 alternate routes on. And also, this is probably my favorite stage visually in the whole game. Especially this route. It is so unbelievably pretty. There's a Chinchou in the wall that lines up. There we go. All right, that should be a pretty good Chinchou.
Yeah, I mean, like Sword and Shield and Legends players can probably tell you, the Pokemon Company and the Game Freaks, the groups that make these games, are really great at playing with expanded color palettes. So, like, as pretty as the Snowfield is, giving them something with a lot more colors to work with is playing right into their wheelhouse.
Yeah. Now we've got the one part of this stage that's, like, actually pretty, a lot happening all at once. Grab Mantine, grab Magikarp. Can I please hit this Crystabloom? I've been messing this throw up so much. There we go. That's a really good Lumineon. Not as good Sharpedo, but I'll take the trade. I've been messing up Lumineon and nailing Sharpedo so much recently. I just wanted to hit the Lumineon one time. All right, now I need to Illumina Orb Lantern, have it look around. I think that photo's a little too big. I probably should have flicked out of the zoom in. But now we have one of my favorite Pokemon showing up. It's a big one. Say hello to the big boy.
Hi, Wailord.
Now we need to rescue the lantern.
Now, I can't technically guarantee you, but I will say that if you volunteer and are accepted as a photography volunteer for GDQ, you probably won't be required to do this many inputs with your camera in a short period of time.
That is probably accurate.
Yep. If you are interested and you've done photography work, I can definitely encourage applying for that position. I have done it twice and it's a lot of fun.
All right, doesn't look like we're gonna have the optimal thing happen with Clamperl. Clamperl is probably the single most frustrating Pokemon in this whole run, because there are a bunch of Clamperls buried in the sand there. Mm-hmm. That Lumineon, if you're lucky, you can guide it over to one of the clam pearls by throwing fluff fruit on the ground, and then the Luminion will dig the clam pearl up. However, Luminion has a mind of its own, and also the sort of angle that you're coming down into that part of the cavern is really rough. Also, I've got to improvise a bit because I woke Lugia up too early. Lugia's a menace. When it's waking up, it's like pretty close to the ideal time to photograph it. It's just kind of a really awkward angle. And Glycopod, could you please eat a fruit? Thank you. Alright, now I need to look over here and make sure that I hit Lugia. Now I need to hit Lugia with an Illumina Orb. There we go. I'll do a little barrel roll. That's how you know everything is going fine.
That's how you know that Lugia pressed Z or R twice.
Very true.
This is a switch. This doesn't have a Z. Never mind.
Yeah, it does. Well, it has a...
it is a ZR.
It's a ZR, ZL. Yeah.
You know what? I didn't plan it that way, but sometimes these things just work out.
Now I need to grab some photos of Lugia, burst it down to 3, and then take 2 individual photos. Dance, Greedilly.
You've run out of memory.
I want that Greedilly picture to be on that specific Greedilly interaction. That looked really good. This stage, at least to my knowledge, is also the second highest species count. So we went from the highest to the second highest in back-to-back stages. Finneon was not my friend tonight. I don't know why. It just didn't really do what it normally does. All right, I'll take an 8-point PB on 1 star. I think that was 1 star Clawitzer.
Which, this is the kind of nice.
Nice.
And another. This is the core, even as a casual player, this is the core gameplay loop of you play these stages and you try to do just a little bit better every time.
Yeah. That is very, very true. Okay, that Sharpedo was way better than I thought it was. I'll take it. Wailord, you're pretty much never gonna get an overly high point photo of Wailord there. There's 1 burst of Lugia early that I'm a bit worried about in terms of how factoring into how good the overall run was. Okay, 7.7 is still really good. It is a struggle to get 7.5 or higher, so I'll gladly take a 7.7 in a showcase. Alright. Who likes RNG?
I'm told speedrunners love RNG. It's actually one of their favorite things.
So, this stage starts immediately with a less than a second window to take a photo, and then RNG on another. I actually got the Talonflame on 1 try. That is very unusual. And of course, so, reason why I look down that corridor. Ho-Oh will randomly be flying down that corridor.
Of course.
I need to take a photo of it there. Because taking a photo of it there will spawn 3 of its rainbow feathers throughout the alternate route on the stage. And hitting each feather with an Illumina Orb will result in Ho-Oh spawning at the very end of the stage for a beautiful 4-star photo interaction. You know what? It probably counted that as a Talonflame. Sometimes I'll just no subject that photo for literally no reason. photo of Luxray, turn around. Throw the fluff fruit to get the Altaria to move, and then throw another one into that pool to get a steam geyser to erupt. And take a photo of the Altaria as they're spinning around. Talonflame, oh. Luxray. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything.
No, for sure.
Feels like a pretty good Monferno. Monferno and Graveler are a deceptively difficult combo there. Then I'm going to Illumina Orb Typhlosion to get it to use Eruption.
Getting a picture of them, easy. Getting the best picture of them, very difficult.
Yeah, that is so true. Now Tyrantrum is going to yell. That's one of my favorite photos in the entire game, is the Tyrantrum yelling at the other Tyrantrum with the erupting volcano in the background. It's such a cool shot.
Mom said it's my turn to take a lava bath.
Yeah, they do that. All right, Shanks is going to wake up, which is good, because then it does that, and it's looking right at the camera, which is nice, and a nice big photo that should be decently scored. There's the first of the feathers. It is glowing gold. That is a good sign. Now I need to make sure I don't accidentally rush this, because I rushed this once and it cost a playthrough. So I have to orb both of those Charmanders to get them to the center, and then bonk the Graveler off the wall, have it fall down, and then Charizard will show up. But you can bonk the Graveler off the wall too early, before both of the Charmanders are in position. And Charizard doesn't show up if you do that. And it's not a good thing. So
yeah, did we mention that playing this game at a high level technically also requires you to like play puzzle games, such as it were?
Yeah, in a sense, it kind of does. Let's see here. Wait. Where am I on my notes? Feather, Flareon. Okay. So, behind Flareon, there is a Crystabloom flower. These are really, really cool, because when you hit them with an Illumina Orb, they will light up and start glowing, and a bunch of Pokemon around them will also start glowing. This one makes a Slugma jump out of the blue magma and be all happy. If you do that when you're like right next to where the Slugma is, you can actually get like a 5,000 point 1-star Slugma. It's actually, I don't know if it's 1 star, it might be 2. I don't know. Anyway, here's Ho-Oh. These are actually like really hard photos to get.
Yeah, you're trying to get like maximum wingspan, right?
I'm just trying to get it as like centered as possible.
Fair.
Now I need to hit this Luxray with an Illumina Orb. All right, good. Its eyes are glowing. That is a great sign. I hate that Luxray so much because it is a very small window of time that you have to hit it with the Illumina Orb to get it to do that before it just walks away. Why do we need it to do that?
Good question.
Vivian. Vivian will not spawn unless you orb that Luxray.
How was it? Wow.
It's so frustrating. I missed a burst on the descent of Ho-Oh and ended up, I think, losing a decent... How was that Talonflame photo good? I don't understand this game sometimes. I'll take it, though. All right, PB on the Monferno.
Yeah, I feel like that's another part of, especially the casual experience. It's like, no, I like this picture much better. Why does the game disagree with me?
Yeah. All right, PB Shanks, that's good. 47, mid to high 4,700 Charizard's really good.
I feel like that's also the neat part of a showcase run of this game. There's going to be 1 or 2 that sneak in there with a PB somewhere in the run, so you get your mini victories no matter how you might have felt any given level went.
Yeah. Yeah, and also this game has built-in in-game leaderboards for each of the stages. It also has an in-game leaderboard for total course score, which is all of your course scores added up into one, and a leaderboard for total photo dex score. So that tallies up all of your individual photo PBs and adds it up into one score.
Wow. Yeah, so no matter how much time you have to give the game in a given time, or how big or small you're looking, there are different goals that you can shoot for to get score PBs.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
And now we are into the haunted forest known as Elsewhere Forest. This stage is one of the coolest vibes in my opinion. I mean, for one thing, I love haunted vibes. Like fall/Halloween vibes are always my favorite. Trevenant is in my top 5 favorite Pokemon, and she's just chilling right here, and I'm gonna make her do a little happy wave. And then take the alt route, make sure Espeon's running down the route. And then I need to hit Espeon with an Illumina Orb here, for one thing, to get that interaction for points, but also to, don't quote me on this because it's been a while since I brushed up on my lore of the stage, but I'm pretty sure Espeon guides you specifically into the winter portion of the stage, which is very nice.
Yeah,
so let's take a picture. Gardevoir laughing.
Well, I didn't quote you on the last one, so I won't for this one either.
Thank you.
You know, I'm thinking about it because we're getting to that point of the year ourselves as this episode's airing. Do you think people in the Pokemon world celebrate this season similarly to how we do? Do you think like a Gorgeist spice latte is a thing?
Oh, I definitely do.
All right, chat. What's your favorite idea of like a fall Pokemon trend?
I'm gonna be so sad if that Unfezant doesn't PB. Alright, now we're back into the Haunted Forest section. And I'm realizing, actually, Sawsbuck here, I need to rearrange my notes for this stage because there's an interaction with Sawsbuck that I don't remember how to do, but it is like 500 points higher than the other one that I did. But I'm going to light up these Illumina Orbs to lure Deerling along because this is a curious little baby who likes the big shiny flower. That is my favorite Deerling. Now we need Trampa, which is going to be flying down the way right here. Kecleon. Unless you hit Kecleon with an Illumina Orb to get it to stop being invisible, I don't think the photo actually registers as a Kecleon.
Well, yeah, if you can't prove it to the professor.
Yeah, the professor needs a smack sometimes for some of the photos that he deems to be no subject when there's very clearly a Pokemon just dead smack in the center of the photo. I might be a little bit salty about previous experiences that I have had in this game.
Are there any Pokemon professors who that's not true of?
Fair. All right, let's see. Final segment of the forest. Grab Applin. Grab Beware. I'm not going to worry about Pancham yet, because if I throw a fruit, I already know Beware is going to antagonize me. Hit Celebi with an orb. I'll just grab the Pancham now to avoid the risk of not getting a Pancham. Now I must apologize to everyone in chat watching. I'm going to make Celebi sad.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, sad Celebi, to my knowledge, is optimal Celebi, and I hate it.
All right, chat, look away if your constitution is not strong enough to handle what happens here.
Also, there's something excessively funny to me about the Beware that was just like standing in the background for some of those. Beware is the pinnacle of not just Pokemon design, but character design. Another Magikarp in a pond. Lotad, could you please turn around? You know what? That's good enough. Hey, Bulbasaur. Okay, Bulbasaur is... I don't know if I've ever seen Bulbasaur that close to the car before. I'm having deja vu to this stage in Flame Fatales a couple weeks ago when a Beware that I didn't even know was there just walked in front of the car and stopped the car for like a few seconds.
So you're saying instead of a Beware, it was a Beware, like with the H in it.
Pretty much. Beware was telling me to beware.
Also true.
Yeah, I think I took the Espeon a little bit too early. One mechanic that I realize I don't think I've touched on at all is you hold down the ZL button to zoom the camera in. But you can also hold down the ZR button to make the little car that you're riding around in go faster. And I think I probably should have held that a little bit longer at the start for optimal Espeon size in that photo. But I don't think this stage is gonna PB because I think I was a little off-centered on too many of the Celebies. I always get overly analytical of like how I think my course score is going to compare to my PB whenever I play the game.
No, for sure. That's
never
a core part of
mind
the experience. Okay, nice. Very nice.
That is back-to-back Elsewhere Forest runs on the GDQ channel that have PB'd.
Heck yeah.
I will, I'll take that. And now...
Right.
Now the real show begins. Felix Illumina spot. I might have a bit of bias towards this stage because this is strictly speaking, my best stage in the game. As my PB this is the only stage in the game that I currently have a top 10 score in. My notes call these 3 Noibats here at the start of the stage the 3 terrible Noibats. Why? Their movement is completely RNG and you have to hit all of them with Illumina orbs so they are all lit up at the same time. This is to cause a specific interaction with Steelix at the end of the stage that is very easy to get good photos for, and also it's honestly kind of cute. So the cool thing with the Illumina Pokemon, for one thing, the Illumina spots are, you can think of them as like the boss stages in this game. They're usually quite a bit shorter. They have lower overall like species counts compared to other stages. And the main Pokemon of the Illumina spot, when you hit it with a few Illumina orbs, it'll light up with a really pretty pattern all over it, sort of like Steelix had there. The other Illumina Pokemon are Meganium, Milotic, Volcarona, Wishiwashi, and Xerneas. Back when I was sort of like trying to decide what I wanted to do for like a little bonus incentive to add on to the Johto Legends one, I was trying to decide between Steelix and Meganium. I ended up opting for Steelix for a few reasons. One, Meganium is, at least in my opinion, a harder stage. Two, I'm just better at this stage than I am at Meganium. And I don't feel like wrangling an Emolga right now. Because Emolga is one of the Pokemon that shows up on the Meganium spot, and it is so irritating to get to work. how I want it to. But all right, the Noibat walking out of the tunnel there is a sign that the three terrible Noibats did indeed do what they were supposed to do. Because when Noibat waddles out of the tunnel, that means that Steelix will jump out of that hole and will curl up for a nice little nap. Which is honestly just a good photo for points. Now I'm going to try to get 3 pretty tricky ones to get like as optimally. Alright, I think those were pretty good. And now the true run killer of the Steelix Illumina spot. The most devious Pokemon in the game, the most powerful antagonist that a Pokemon game has ever seen, the one, the only, Joltik.
Nice.
Joltik is completely RNG, and there can be a difference of like 500 points between different interactions that it does. And on a stage with only 6 species of Pokemon, that matters a lot. So 2 and 3, that was not an ideal Noibat. That was, however, a pretty good Sableye. Noibat's also really hard to get a photo of, but Joltik is completely RNG. Noibat is just really tight timing, so Noibat can be a run killer, both at the start and at the end, but Joltik is like... Joltik decides if you're gonna PB or not a decent amount of the time. Like, Joltik's evil. Also, time is going to be when the course score shows up after these photos are tallied. Please be a 2.4. I just... I always want a 2.4. I'm greedy that way. Okay, that is time, and that is a really good score.
Nice. GG's.
All right. With the exception of Suicune, I'm gonna just say Suicune was using double team, so its evasion was higher.
There you go.
Aside from that, I'm very happy with how that showcase went. So a few real quick shout outs that I would like to give before signing off. Shout outs to the new Pokemon Snap community, really friendly group of people. And I'm still very a very shy person, but the few times that I do waddle out of my Steelix spot tunnel to hang out, I have very much enjoyed. Shout outs to Tree and the rest of the FPE staff team for being just some of my best friends that I've made.
Thank you. Thank you for being an amazing longtime member of our community.
Yeah. Shout outs to Lady Arcaders, another just really wonderful community to hang out with. And another shout out to Tree and also to GDQ for having me on, to Fastest First for accepting this showcase next month as well.
Yeah, it's true. I saw people in chat saying like, "Hey, I watched this and I saw so many things I'd never seen in the game before." If you want to take another snap at it, that'll be Saturday, October 11th at just after 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are around then, on Saturday, October 11th, you can catch Maple doing this run again.
Yep. I am very excited about that run. I'm very excited to be running for Fastest First again. That's honestly, shout out to Fastest First. That's another really wonderful community. But I think that is going to be all from me tonight. I hope that you all enjoyed a little mini tour around the Lentil region, snapping photos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking us on a tour through everything that new Pokemon Snap had to offer. We're going to be taking a slightly different tour of the planet Zebes when we come back from break. for a 100% run of Metroid Zero Mission with Beam Queen Soul. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is Atitri, and thank you so much for continuing to be here for tonight's programming. Just a reminder that it is coming to the very tail end of September, which means discounts on subs in 1, 3, and 6 month subscriptions. So if you're enjoying the stream and want to stick around for ad-free viewing and the ability to use emotes and chat during replays on the Games Done Quick channel, you can use the subscription button in the bottom corner of your screen or on your mobile device to do that. You can also, of course, always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends. We appreciate your support and you being here very much. If you were here before the break, you watched a run through many amazing environments of new Pokémon Snap. And now it's time for another kind of world trotting, in a more literal sense, run. This one is going to be Metroid Zero Mission 100% with Beam Queen Soul. Let's suit up.
That's certainly a way to put it. But yes, hello. Hi, I'm Beam Queen Soul. You probably know me from a lot of Kirby runs. This is not Kirby.
That's
This
true.
is very decisively not Kirby. That's fine.
I
We're
have
going to be
heard that
driving a
about
bunch
both
of
you
things.
and this run.
Yeah, so this is Zero Mission, and we're going to be grabbing a lot of things. There's going to be a fun bit about this being a 100% run that I will bring up later on, but it will be relevant much later. Anyways, let's not really dawdle with this. Let's already get ourselves started. So, in 3, 2, 1, go. And first thing we're going to do is touch down. You'll hear like Sam is trying to make her way down into the sorted area, have this little blurb saying about, oh yeah, it's the tale of her first battle here. Yeah, this is a remake of the NES game. It's different, new tone of paint. It's got a lot of quality of life, especially from Fusion before it. Things just feel a lot snappier. Samus has more weight to her movements. It's a way better package than the original. Although, if you really want to play the original is on this version. Just in case that's something you want to do.
It's true. And if you tune in on Thursday, October 9th, around 9 o'clock in the evening Eastern Time, you could help contribute to a bonus Metroid 1 run that Soul will do as part of the incentive for Fastest Furs if that gets met.
Yeah, that one uses a thing called the Norpus Sword password, and the short version is I will go through that game in like 6 minutes. Compared to this, which is like an hour and a half.
Yeah, so if you need to know how an any percent can be done in 6 minutes, you need to tune in on that Thursday.
And meet that incentive, because that would be really nice.
And help contribute to Trans Lifeline in the meantime. All worthy reasons.
But yeah, right now we're going to be starting to kind of get ourselves through here, get some early stuff that we're going to need that will help us a lot later. So obviously the first thing we're going to need is missiles. Without those, we can't do a whole lot of anything really. And that includes even the first thing we're going to be fighting. Don't worry about that shaking sound. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about. It's Zebus. There's a lot of things here that are kind of dangerous.
It's just the foundation settling. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. It's fine. It's normal. In fact, we got our missiles, and now we're just going to leave, and oh no.
Felix, is that you? Oh, no, that's a big eye. Never mind.
Well, it could be Steelix. Very weird regional form.
Yes. The Zebus variant.
The Bessian Steelix.
That's the one. You got it in one.
Yeah, that thing's actually called the Charge Beast, and as you can see, there's a Charge Beam, so now we can actually do that, and that lets us do several things. One, we charge our attacks now, but more importantly, while it is charged, if I jump into an enemy, I do damage. It's kind of like the Screw Attack before the Screw Attack, and we'll be getting that, not as... Won't see it as that one that did that, actually, but it will be a little bit. Right now, though, we're going to make our way out of here, deal with these enemies. There's actually several highs. Hopefully, we don't mess it up too badly. These things can be kind of nasty, so I'm going to try to lure them away. Get rid of that, and now I'm going to just try to get rid of them before they do much more to me. All right, and we have 2 more highs. Once I get rid of these will be gone forever. So it is 100%, but we're also going to be doing a little bit of extermination, because these things are a problem. and these ones are being a little bit bad. More than I'd like to admit. Okay, hopefully we can get through this next one without too much hassle.
Say now the same, but twice as many.
And now we're done.
Nice, nice.
And those will despawn. They're gone. That's it. You will never see them again. They are gone.
Stam is just looking over her shoulder. Later, nerds.
Yeah, pretty much. And there we go. We did some early energy. That'll help us out as well. Let me actually... I'm getting ahead of myself here. Get rid of those. Thank you. Thank you, Samus. That's very helpful.
Yeah, you know, we take a little dip in the sunny delight after having dealt with.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just very warm, so it's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the Game Boy Advance could do the color display that it could do. So occasionally you have to get a little inventive.
But it's not my fault. She was thirsty. She should have thought about that before she started.
Hydration breaks are important.
And bumps are also very important. So apart from just being able to break certain blocks like this is going to be a pretty early part of our movement. Because we can pop ourselves up with that. With good timing, we can pop ourselves basically infinitely, including diagonally, and that is going to be what helps us a lot for some of the early stuff, especially since we go to trade almost right away instead of like if you play this casually, you're probably like, oh, let me go to like this way, and you go into like North Air. Maybe you get Power Grip early, and yeah, we're not doing that yet.
Yeah, no, that makes it like that is the classic intended path. You know,
that is the intent. Yeah, that's the intended path. It's like you don't get Long Beam, you end up going ultimately like North Air, maybe go through Criteria, get Power Grip, and then maybe you look at trade. We did what we did here, and then we're just gonna be grabbing some more missiles, and then we're going straight there. We wasted no time going there, and for those who do know today, you're probably thinking, oh, wait a minute, aren't there like several areas where you need Power Grip to really like get around and stuff? And you're absolutely right, there is. And we're not going to use it for any of them.
Need is a strong word.
It's suggested that you use it. It's suggested.
It's like you know, stoplights in some in whatever city you're in right now. They're just suggestions.
Maybe paying more heed to those though. Very important. Just please drive responsibly. That's my one request. Please use your suit responsibly.
Oh no, I trust our viewers to be responsible on the road, but you know, it's everybody else. You do always have to be careful enough to watch out for yourself and others on the road, and it's not so different for Samus.
Yeah, case in point, here we go with all these enemies here, and just kind of like, it's fine.
Yeah, thankfully all the little things just kind of become speed bumps, not intended, once you have at least one energy tank.
But yeah, we need a lot of missiles early on, partially for one of our early fights, because we have another giant worm that's going to be kind of a thorn in our side. That's going to require a bunch. A couple of enemies are going to require like 10 each. And then of course there's Trade himself, which will need a bunch. So yeah, we want missiles, and honestly, we gotta grab everything anyway, so if there's anything we're grabbing like a giant bulk of, it's missiles.
Yeah.
But like we're already at 30.
Something of a reputation for being the first boss to go down, but you know, with enough missiles, it's not usually too much of an issue.
No, it's you just go over, you give him his daily dose of iron, and that's kind of it.
Hey, there you go.
He's very into explosive flavors.
Like any good doctor, Samus makes sure the shots are followed up with something tasty.
Yeah, and what's more tasty than, well, I could think of a lot of things that are probably tastier than a missile. I don't think you're
eating a missile.
No, but I don't know if I want to.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know if I'd want to. I feel like that'd be a bad idea. That's
here
not
in the
Games
Done Quick Hotfix don't endorse eating missiles or anything else that's non-organic in nature. I'm just saying that neither of us have tried it.
And now we're just trying to bring ourselves up here.
Hey, classic strat. Like, honestly, you were doing that as part of the casual experience. Everybody was. But to know that it's also so useful in advanced running and in, you know, mastering the way Samus moves.
This one's a little bit trickier because it is, like I said, there are diagonal ones, and these can be really tough to actually pull off. There we go.
Nice.
We may have to make at least one more of those in the run. Technically 2, but one of those is a very scary strat, and if I was to do that one and mess up, there's a chance I die. Luckily, we will be taking safety saves during this run, so that won't be a big deal, but it will lose a bunch of time. So we would rather not do that. And speaking of safety saves, we will take the one right here because the boss we're going to be fighting is called the Acid Worm, and I don't think I have to explain what that entails. But in case I do, there's a lot of acid.
Okay, that was one of my 2 guesses.
Our main way of fighting this thing, and you're going to see this very briefly, is I'm going to wait for this to come up, and then I'm going to jump in. Oh, that actually went perfectly.
Nice.
Aside from the part where I missed a few shots. Okay, we're fine. And actually got a bunch of missiles, so actually we're kind of okay. I don't have to farm any.
Oh, excellent.
And honestly, that is probably one of the better acid worms I've had. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong there. It is actually surprisingly hard to jump out of that acid because without gravity suit, which we don't have obviously yet, you are basically trying to move underwater, and trying to move underwater is difficult.
Yeah, especially in a game where you don't do a whole lot of it. It's not something you're used to.
Yeah, so trying to do those jumps is actually really tough. There's a bit of a rhythm to doing wall jumps in this game, and if you don't do it quite on rhythm, you will just kind of mess up and fall a lot. And that is not the intended way to fight it anyway. The intended way is you're supposed to use that lift to kind of carry yourself back and forth and just kind of attack it that way. But that's slower. And we're not here for a long time. We're here for a fast time.
True. I mean, it could be a little bit of both.
It could be both.
That is why we're running the 100% category.
And let's see if we did our other diagonal jump here. I should have held right on that one a little bit longer. That's fine. And my D-pad has decided otherwise. That's okay. See?
That'll work.
Fine.
Nice.
And then we're just going to kind of make our way down here, bomb jump across all of this because it's just kind of really tight. And I'm just going to do this. And you see those blocks? We don't care about them. We're just going to just curl up into a ball and not worry about it, you know, as you do.
You know, so most Wednesdays for me. I get it.
Yeah, pretty much. And we'll get this one as well. See, just enough missiles for everything we needed there.
Nice.
And we're just going to keep grabbing more because this is 100%. We grab everything. There's very few stones that are going to be left unturned. And by that, I mean, there's going to be one stone left unturned, and it'll be more relevant later.
Right.
You'll know it when you see it. In fact, you may not know it when you see it. It's a mystery. But yeah, have to also go through these ball cannons. It's just a thing. And while we're waiting for that one, we'll just get ourselves set up and perfectly just align, bring ourselves all the way back, get the missiles on the way out. And we're actually close to being done with Raid. Like, we actually don't have that much more of this area left, but we are going to still be doing a few more things after you get through here. So I'm going to keep dropping down. I'm going to drop down here, get rid of this enemy, break this block because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need to later. And I know that's a weird design. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You're gonna find out live right now. I'm not sure what that was. Weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, that's fine. But hey, we can get rid of these blocks now. And if you're wondering what that is, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's unknown. It's unknown for a reason.
It's unknown for a reason. We'll find out eventually when it's more relevant. It's actually the space jump.
You know what else is really relevant? Because coming up this weekend is the 4th annual Latin American Heritage Month celebration. So if you want to join us over on this very channel, on the 27th and 28th, you'll be able to see showcases and speedruns featuring Latin American and Hispanic runners, presented by Latins and Hispanics in speedrunning. You can use !LHS in chat to join the community, or !LATAM to view the full schedule.
Ooh, that should be a good schedule. Also, here's Trade.
Hungry.
And he's very hungry. And now he's full. That's it. That's Raid. He's done.
Really should chew your food. That's what happens when you don't.
Yeah. Please chew your food. Please eat responsibly. Those missiles are brutal if they get caught on anything.
Oh, jeez. As someone who's had teeth issues over the years, I don't really want to think about it.
Oh, don't worry. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have Speed Booster now, and that means a lot of fun. So, if you played a Metroid game, you know what this thing does. I don't need to introduce it. You also know what Shine Sparks are. I don't need to introduce them. We're going to be doing so many of these throughout the run. We're going to be doing so many Shine Sparks.
During the Shine Spark. Samus turns around. I have to imagine it's the Chozo physiology that makes her not get dizzy while doing that.
That has to be. I don't know of any other reasoning. But by the way,
like a trained gymnast can do that level of flipping and spinning. So
yeah, and she's part bird, so she has that going for her too.
True.
But yeah, Shine Sparks are kind of our best friend for a lot of reasons. If you've seen a Metroid run on GDQ, which you probably have, Super Metroid's probably a very common one. You know what those do. You know how good those are, and they're really fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have the, like, hey, the run comes alive point at 15 minutes in, rather than, considerably later.
Honestly, I've seen Dread a little bit, and you did Speed Booster surprisingly early in that game, sure. And you use even more Shine Sparks in that game.
Yeah, it's a combination of how quickly did the devs intend you to get to it, and what exploits can you take advantage of to get to it even faster than that.
And in this game, those answers are way earlier than you think you can, and also yes.
Yeah, exactly.
This is also the game to introduce ball sparks. Once we did high jump, we can actually jump in ball form, and we can even do Shine Sparks in ball form, which are also really cool. There's actually a few of those in the run. Okay, and there's our 2 items for Brinstar. We are done with this area until we actually do cleanup much later on. For now, I'm going to go to Norfair. As soon as I don't fall off the platform, that would help a lot. And if you think we're done with Shine Sparks, no, I said we're doing a lot of those, and I mean we're doing a lot of those. Yeah, except for that one, because I messed it up.
I have to be honest, I would be upset if we were done with Shine Sparks.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I had done that one right, I would be chaining those across slopes, and I would be Shine Sparking across this entire part of the room. Unfortunately, I messed that up, so now we have to walk shame instead. And also pet scene, because reasons. Fun little thing about these will actually account for whether or not you have the Varia suit. So if you do have it, Samus will actually change accordingly. And likewise, if you don't have it, she will also change accordingly to reflect that. It's actually kind of a neat detail that probably never really comes up, never really just thought about in this game.
Yeah, at least for any individual runner, how often are you gonna like? How many people who aren't speedrunning it are going to have?
Or don't like notice that, or even honestly probably care. But yeah, like we go to Norfair, but we're actually not going to Norfair. We're going to Criteria. We're going back to the top for reasons. There's reasons for items.
Okay, that's a good reason.
And very careful wall jump on that tiny little tile, because that is surprisingly tight. And enough of those weird blocks.
Yeah, it's the silliest things that'll mess you up once you get into like the idea, especially when it's 1 pixel tiles. And like some of the Metroid games have like sub-pixel positioning, so you could easily get like back out of.
That wall jump thing with Acid Worm is kind of one of those, which makes it extra tricky because you have to like jump at not only do you have to like wall jump in acid, which is already going to be harder because you don't have gravity. It is extra hard because you have to like be really precise about it. And if you're not, you don't make the jump. By the way, if you're wondering how early you can get super missiles, you need them here.
I was wondering, but now I'm not.
Also, shout out to retro achievements, where that is actually an achievement. Because that's that is the early one they want you to grab.
Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely some of the most fun about community designed achievements. You'll get fun ones over like all the cute little Easter eggs and speed tricks and stuff that are in games.
Oh hey, there's Power Grip. Could have used that earlier, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean you could have, but you didn't, and it went fine. So
yeah, exactly. That was not how I wanted that to go. It's fine. We had to wait for it anyways. We had plenty of time.
You were in place when you needed to be.
As long as I'm there when it's already done, that's what we care about. If we don't do that, then don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I have actually messed that up and fallen like all the way down and had to get back up on there. And the worst one is when it's already done and then you're at the bottom still for some reason or another, and you're having to just like, okay, great, just do it normally, I guess. Because what the game wants you to do is just wait for it to come up, and then you just rip each one and get up that way. But that's
it's a power showcase, as you know.
Yeah.
These games are nothing if not designed how to teach you each new mechanic they show you, which is really good of them. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's like the main point of that one. It's just kind of teach you the mechanic. But you're going to take another safety save here because we're not far from the really scary part of this run, where I'm going to be doing high jump, and then I'm going to go through a bunch of heated rooms. And if I mess up in those heated rooms, there's a very good chance that we die, and I don't want to take that chance. Because if you die in this game, you go back to the last save you made, and if I'm doing like proper attempts, I'm not saving. So the last save is the start of the game. You don't want to do that in a marathon. Practice safe strats in marathons.
That's a pretty big red split, I would say.
It doesn't say the least. In this case, worst case, we might lose like a couple minutes or something. Okay then. That was weird. And this name is being extra mean. Okay, I have another way of making this work. There.
That'll do.
Worst case, you can fire in the beam will just kind of make her immediately unspin, and if I have to do it that way, that works. Sometimes the D-pad just doesn't cooperate. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we're going to be grabbing in a few super missiles. We're going to want 10 of those total by the time we get to Ridley, because Ridley dies in 10 of those, and yeah, we just don't win with a fat change. You know, for him. Okay, dude, we didn't mess that up, because if I messed that up, that is a very awkward having to redo the whole, like, Shiny Sword sequence. Because otherwise, like, you try to run that safely, try to run through that room, and it's heated. We're taking extra damage. We don't have Varia Suit, as you can see. So, yeah, we gotta be careful. When do we save in our pit? Well, that's not this game. That's Super Metroid.
I was actually doing some wikiing real quick to say that chronologically it's in about 6 or 7 games from now.
Yeah, you're...
Considering the entire Prime series and also Metroid 2 takes place in between Zero Mission and Super.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're ways off from that. I'm sorry to say.
Okay, after Super, you only have to wait like 2 more games until Fusion, and then you can save them again.
Yeah, and now for the scary part, where our health is going to be ticking down this whole sequence, and we got to be real careful. So I'm going to do this the really safe way, because I don't want to take that chance. And these enemies can be surprisingly mean. Okay, dude, I'm glad I saw this enemy ahead of time, because now I don't have to worry about them. I definitely had that enemy be in my way at the worst moment. It is freaking terrible when it happens. So this is a safe way to do it. You set that up, but it does take a while. The fancy way, the faster way is you bomb jump. Again, if you mess up the bomb jump, there's a good chance you die.
Right, that's basically -1 health or energy tank.
Yeah, like at best, you have enough leeway to maybe attempt it like twice, and after that, you're cutting it almost too close. But upside, we have Screw Attack 25 minutes in, and almost nothing else in the game is really scary anymore. We're through like the worst of the heated areas by far. We have like a very safe way to deal with virtually any enemy in the game now that's not a boss. As well as like almost any block that we need to worry about. We didn't just do that now. So Samus is now a Buzzsaw of Doom.
Yeah,
and we're just gonna keep going on our shopping trip.
I'm trapped in here with you section. Now you're trapped in here with me section.
Yeah, we are now in the you're trapped in Sebas with Samus Aran. I don't have a lot of advice if you're in that situation.
I mean, frankly, even without the power-ups, it's still somebody in like a full-body suit of armor charging at you at like a surprisingly high speed. Because Samus is what? Her physiology makes her taller than the average human. She's like 7 feet tall.
I don't actually remember her height offhand.
I think it's something thereabouts.
That was weird, but that's fine. Good jump, but...
No, I'm sorry, she's 6'3".
6'3". Yeah, that's very like... At least for like women heights, that is definitely like way up. That's up there.
Yeah, so just think of somebody that tall charging at you at this kind of speed.
Yeah, and especially keep in mind speed boosters. So, you know, coming at you full tilt. Honestly, my advice is, well, primarily pray. I don't know if anything else is gonna really help. Hope she's not going after you.
You could try turning invincible. It works for some enemies.
Yes,
she just freezes you and walks away.
Yes, my invincibility float. Yeah, of course. Left at home though. Sorry to say.
Understandable. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, very much is. Yeah, by the way, this is just a room that's basically a formality.
Yes, Chad has a good suggestion. Pick a funny pose or a good one-liner to go out on.
Yeah, honestly, okay, I'm suddenly reminded of, not for Metroid, it's actually one from, it was a Rainbow Curse meme image I've seen. Okay. And it was basically that, like, oh, it's raining all the color, what do we do? Strike a pose.
Right.
I took my speed booster, that's fine.
Another great chat suggestion. I don't worry about it too much because I'll respawn as soon as she leaves the room.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. I can't argue that.
Yeah, no, that's a very good answer.
I've already toasted Trade. Trade is very toasty. By the way, very important that I hit that one missile block, because if I don't hit that, I don't have a shortcut later, and then I will be sad. But we did hit it, so we don't have to worry about it now.
Excellent. I'm always happier when the runners aren't sad.
But yeah, we have a wave beam. Now we're going to be going this way. We're going to do ice beam. Also needs no introduction. It's the thing that freezes other enemies. So now we can freeze things. Technically, well, actually, no, we do use some of them as platforms. We just don't use many of them. Otherwise, honestly, it's just damage.
Shout out to previous Metroid runs I've hosted for that became mostly about air fryers for some reason. But the ice beam is, I would say, the opposite of an air fryer. So really, Samus can do it all, is what I'm getting at.
But, you know, I love to mention about air fryers, and all I can think of now is just what would be the air fryer in this game. And actually, the thing is, we do eventually get plasma beam.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It would
in fact, we already have it. We just can't use it.
Fair.
That was our second, the second unknown item.
Right,
So
the unknown, yeah.
Yeah, so basically these are items that until we get what is called the fully powered suit, which is effectively canonically the suit that she has for the rest of the series until fusion. Pretty much there are 3 items that we can't use because until we get that, they are just, the suit doesn't know what to do with them. It can't understand them. But those items are the plasma beam, the gravity suit, and then finally the space jump. And we have 2 of those. The last one is actually going to be in Kraid as we are making our way over there now. Ice beam in the freeze. Ice beam is an air freezer.
Isn't an air freezer just like an ice box? You just put some ice in a cooler?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would also argue that if you stood near an enemy and did the screw attack long enough, that's kind of like subjecting them to an air fryer.
No, probably a Shredder of its own capacity.
That's fair.
But that finishes Norfair for the moment. But here's Ridley. He's finally gonna get the stretch. Like you know, Ridley. He was seen as too big, and you saw him earlier in that scrunched up in that little tiny seat. He's so happy he didn't get out of here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Shack Asleep and Shack Awake as far as memes go. It's
Pretty
Howard
much.
Samus, Ridley
Yeah.
Sleep.
All I'm hearing is ice cream. It's ice cream in the fridge that Samus goes to the dinner plastic melt. Oh my god, that I've seen that mod. It is hilarious.
Yeah, the Metroid fan game community has some interesting ones.
By the way, this is a Mago. It's the thing that was in that weird cartoon. We kill it with missiles, because there's no other way you're killing that thing. Just get it out of here.
That's a good choice.
The only other way we're getting rid of that is boot, and unfortunately, we don't have one big enough for that.
Dang.
I know. I wish.
I'm imagining Samus using there's if you're familiar with Battletoads, there is a chance that when you finish off an enemy, your frog.
Oh yeah, you checked them with a giant
giant
foot, giant shoe. Yeah.
I'm imagining Samus with the giant boot from Battletoads.
Yeah, if only. But Ridley, this is actually the one area we're going to be full clearing immediately,
right away.
Because we already have everything we need to do that, and let's be honest, we really don't want to stay here more than we have to.
That's usually the reason why, as much as anything else.
Spit this up. There we go. One glitch.
Nice.
Yeah, so for some reason, if you freeze 2 enemies on top of each other and plant a bomb, for some reason this throws Samus to vertically to the spawn point of the enemy that you did that with, and for those, it is below where we actually need, below this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
and
because
that
they came out of the pipe. That makes sense.
And that saves a lot of work. Because otherwise, there's speed booster blocks down there. You have to figure out a way to get down. It's a whole thing. Or you can just freeze two enemies and glitch underneath them. You know, as you do.
Yeah, no, I'll take that option. Yep.
As you do. And then we just burst out the top of them like that.
Yeah, if you were curious about how that trick worked, you just learned. But if you're curious about what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and explore the full season lineup at gdq.gg/hotfix.
And for that matter, we do have this weird thing where apparently we have a goose trying to do things.
Yeah. No, I don't think Samus will run into the goose, which is fortunate. But
for the best, honestly.
Yeah, that's one of those matches where I don't know who walks away, but I mean, they could be being friends, and that would just spell doom for the entire rest of the galaxy.
Ridley comes with Samus, just like, I got you now, and then
Smash cut to Ridley like begging for her life.
One day I will finally play that game. But these are going to be kind of difficult. These are probably two of the hardest expansions that it casually, and here's hoping we get these first try, because they'll be really cool, and if not, well, it's hard. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar about the whole geese with teeth thing. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Since we're on meme formats, I'm now imagining Ridley. He's doing the I fear nothing but that thing, and it points down to the goose. That thing, it scares me.
that'd be a great one. Just that, and then it's like the goose mid haunt. That'd be perfect. Okay, these ones are being a little bit mean, but that's okay. Oh, sorry, this one. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, we're not too far from being actually done with this area. Like Ridley is surprisingly short, and also I got those two expansions first try. By the way,
yeah, that was nice.
By the way, that second one, it is a 4-frame window to get that. It is actually very tight. I jokingly refer to it as the Kirby Mix expansion, because it is.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because hi, I'm familiar with Kirby, and
is that exactly the same frame rule?
It is usually a 4-frame window for most days. There's a couple of exceptions.
I thought I remembered that from watching you and others do Kirby runs.
Yeah, the exception is Forgotten Land, where it's 3 frames.
But that have one that was longer and be like, how generous.
Well, here's the funny part. If you're playing it on Switch 1, it is, because it starts at 30.
Right.
It's not on Switch 2. They might have doubled it on there for that, but I don't. But either way, it's a pretty tight window. But you don't need to know much more than that. It is a tight window.
Fair.
And that should have our missile count where we want it. We will find out very soon, because I will be getting our third and final of the unknown items. Actually, almost like now. But we're gonna go over here, get through this room. Don't worry about them. Get underneath that so they don't hit me. And Ridley's not home for some reason, so I'm just gonna raid his fridge. It's fine.
I mean, we did see him earlier, so that tracks.
Gonna get these weird pancakes. Get this energy. And then I'm gonna take a quick refill, because I actually need the supers anyway. Yeah, Ridley's still in here. Wonder where he is. Oh, there he is. Hi.
Oh yeah, we got sprite scaling and rotation
And he's
in
done.
one cut. Oh, sorry.
That's
I
it.
didn't mean to talk over the whole fight.
That's the fight. But I thought the milk probably would work well. And we did go to the fridge. Unfortunately, he didn't drop any super missiles, so that's a little unfortunate. But honestly, not a big deal. With any luck, we will get one as I plow through all these enemies in a couple seconds. Yep, see, no problem.
There we go.
I only actually need one for a spot coming up. So as long as I get one, we're good. Yeah. Also, thankfully, Ridley is less. Though he is a very streamy boy, he is less loud in this game compared to Fusion. Because oh dear, Fusion Ridley is very loud. Or as I have also called that one, Nintendo Alarm.
Yes, beta version.
Wait, where's the Metroid stuff for Alarmo? So we can have people woken up to Ridley screaming louder and louder.
I feel like there was a Metroid theme for the DS or 3DS alarm clock app. Maybe that's as close as we've gotten so far. Why do I even remember these things?
I'm surprised because I never messed with it all that much.
What's that, Alarmo?
No, the alarm clock. I don't have an Alarmo. That thing's expensive.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That thing's expensive. I want to switch to first.
You know what? I think you have your priorities in order.
That's unfortunate. So Sam is kind of weirdly bumped into the corner there and lost her speed. If you're wondering what happened there, it to everyone else that's gonna look like she just lost speed. Yeah, that's what happened. She bumped into the corner somehow.
Yeah, this is not a momentum-based movement game, unfortunately. This is all about kind of more like racing lines.
Yeah,
you
pretty
slow down
much.
at some point.
Yeah, the only thing we're doing here in Norfair is getting out of Norfair, so we're just kind of running our way out. We're actually going to be going back to Brinstar and cleaning up there since there isn't much left of it now, and we can kind of just clear out what's left. And that includes we're actually getting Lawn Beam finally. So you know how the game at the start was like, here, go to this place. Yeah, that was Lawn Beam, and we decided we didn't want it because we didn't need it. Unfortunately, for 100%, we do have to collect every item, so we do actually need it.
This was the SpongeBob sitting at the picnic table in Sandy's house meme. We sat around thinking we don't need it long enough, and now it's time to
it's like I
admit that we actually do need it. Right.
It's like one of the very few things of SpongeBob I ever saw. I never actually got into that show. I just know it
a
because
good
of memes.
scene as they go. Yeah.
But yeah, most of what's left here is some super missiles, couple of missile tanks, and a Vario suit and Lawn Beam.
Gotcha. Yeah, as we run around and get those things, can tell you that if you'd like to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix Enjoyer role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and lots more. You can use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more information about that.
Yeah, as well as a bunch of events. I know there's a lot of stuff coming up. I know some missions have also opened up for GDQ.
Yes, absolutely. That happened for running and volunteering just today. So head over to the Games Done Quick website, gamesdonequick.com or gdq.gg. You can make sure that, if you've never even thought about attending an event before or volunteering, you can make yourself a profile that includes your username and, various other things so you can submit information about your runs. There is a whole extra site for that. It's very elegant and easy to do as far as getting your runs uploaded, submitted, making descriptions about what people would like to see about it. And if you want to volunteer, you can also find information about that. I believe there's a specific link for it, but Yeah, if you go over to gdq.gg, you can find all the information you need, or head over to the Games Done Quick Discord or the Blue Sky for all the information there.
Yeah. So, anyways, so that's where we did Varia Suit. Anyways, as we were. Don't worry about it. I know everyone is probably streaming right now. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I am a professional. A professional what? I don't know, but I am a professional.
Right.
Trying to switch to supers. There we go. That's the spot I needed a super for.
There we go. Went ahead and dropped that link into the chat for those who are interested in applying to volunteer at GDQ 2026.
Which you should do, by the way. If not for GDQ, definitely for like upper stuff, because there's also like Flame for 1,000 and whatnot.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times there's also volunteer stuff for that. And trust me, as somebody, I've only managed to volunteer once, but it was a good time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like we watched in the last run about what the volunteering role would be like. What do you think Samus would do at a GDQ? You think safety is an easy pick?
Yeah, but honestly, you do need a good safety team, and she's definitely well equipped for that.
Maybe a little over equipped, honestly. I think Zero Suit Samus would be just fine for that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You would think that, but at the same time, somebody will take one good look at this and probably just not. and preventative measures are very welcome in their own right.
Well, I'd like to think we trust attendees and runners and the like to, be smart, make good decisions while they're attending.
Yes, but she can also cosplay for fun.
That's true. That's true.
Would probably do the scavenger hunt. She would be so good at the scavenger hunt. Photography to stand visor. I forgot about the stand visor.
Yeah, we were talking about photography during New Snap, but that's also true. Of course, cleaning.
Yeah. Also, don't worry about the Metroids. They're fine. They're friends. They just want to hug you.
Right. I appreciate the suggestion to, start up an ice cream business, but remember, you do not eat in the stream room. So, if you're going to get snacks, please do so responsibly.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be held responsible if anything happens from that. So, maybe please be careful on that. And yes, I know I said they're friends, but they're also very. Samus would rather not.
We're sending them for a nap. They have to go cool down.
Okay, well we know what the cooldown is. So what's the super missile to them then? Right, wait a minute. We mentioned air frying.
Oh no. I didn't think that's the energy we were cultivating just now. I thought we were trying to be nice to everyone, but you're not wrong.
Unfortunately, Metroids are actually very deadly.
It's possible they're also some kind of delicacy, but considering that...
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that idea because I don't want to think about the person who would actually want that.
I mean, they're kind of jellyfish-like.
Yeah, but the problem is, would it be like voodoo? Where if you don't prepare them a certain way, they're actually way worse.
That's a very real possibility.
Yeah, that's my concerns. Like,
Right.
Are they really that safe for consumption? Because I don't think they're that safe for consumption.
Considering the things they're capable of, if you let them latch on to you, yeah, I probably wouldn't. All right, well, yeah, so Zero Mission being a remake of Metroid 1 naturally is going to end in the Mother Brain fight. So
yeah.
Here she is. right up in there and apply some clear eyes.
Yep. And the way this fight goes is 4 regular and then a super, because she takes up to 5 hits and then she will retaliate. And if we do that, it's actually enough to kill. So there's Mother Brain. We can actually set a speed booster here, and I hit the door. That's unfortunate. That's fine. Oh, that's a little bit more unfortunate, but that's fine. We have plenty of time to get out. So just wall jump out. It's fine. You know, as you do. Just play a few extra safe jumps just to make sure we get out of here without too much hassle, and we're fine. But yeah, we're now. You know how Metroid ends, the whole escape sequence. For some reason, we actually have to go to our ship instead of just to there. That's fine though. It's just gives a little extra flavor. And then we just get to our ship, and well, and you know, that's zero mission, I guess.
I mean, it seems like it.
And then we did a nice little cutscene where she flies off on the ship. You see everything blow up. We did the thing.
Yeah, we took care of the space pirates and Mother Brain, right?
Yeah, we're fine. I think I might have missed something.
See, I thought we were doing 100%. Shouldn't we have gotten rid of all the space pirates by now? I guess there were just a few more that we couldn't account for.
Yeah, they're kind of everywhere. It's sometimes honestly, trying to remember everything is hard sometimes.
No, that's fair.
Oh no, and there's our ship. So yeah, this isn't actually where the the game ends. The Zero mission also is where the Zero suit debuted,
canonical first appearance.
Yeah, and you have like a whole stealth sequence. All we have is pistol, and it does a whole lot of nothing. Now I know time-wise this is about where we were saying about maybe breaking for a bit. So we could do it here, but we could also finish up this section first. That's your call.
If you're good to go through the rest of the section, let's do that.
All right, let's try it then. But the section is actually doesn't have a whole. Actually, isn't that bad. It's also surprisingly quick. But it is very much a stealth section. The whole thing is we're gonna be crawling in here, and don't worry about that camera. It's nothing.
Yeah. You don't have your energy tanks because where would you store them? And you can't fight anything.
Yeah, luckily for some reason we do have energy recharges from every save point. In fact, there are also ammo recharges once we do get the fully powered suit. And for some reason also we can interact with this. Unfortunately, I tried to jump over that, and it's a little tricky to jump over, so that's fine. But we'll take the refill here for safety, because if anything touch me to do exactly 1 energy tank's worth of damage. So if they hit me, I die. And obviously we don't want that, so we just take the recharge. It's fine. It doesn't waste really any time, and it's a lot safer that way.
Sure.
But otherwise, this whole sequence is very much about just kind of dodge what you can, and if you do get caught, know your outs. And ooh, nice jump on that. Now I don't have to worry about that one. Yeah, also, we are surprisingly limited in movement, but Samus is very agile, so we don't have to worry too much. Like, she still has power grip effectively. Wall jumps, well, we were doing wall jumps earlier, so it's nothing different there. The main thing is just we can't hurt anything. All our pistol can do is stun when it's fully charged. And for the most part, we're not going to be doing much more than that or shooting like blocks as we need to. So I'm going to hit
the walls here do have the little divots in them, and Samus is wearing boots, so I guess I could see it. You know, maybe she's actually jumping off the indents in the walls. It's probably best not to think about it too much.
Yeah, it's fine. Besides, honestly, without the suit, she could probably get around even better. At least until we get the fully powered suit, that's gonna just massively ramp up our movement capabilities. Because we don't even have to worry. Once we get that, we don't even have to worry about wall jumps anymore. In fact, you can't wall jump once you get space jump.
True.
But if I do this right, we shouldn't be getting caught more than like a couple of times. And if you mess up here and there, like you might get like a couple extra.
Sure.
But otherwise, it's not going to be anything too bad. There's also like a whole challenge thing where it's called Perfect Stealth, where you don't get caught at all. It is actually slower to do Perfect Stealth. It is actually slower because you have to wait for certain things to actually do that.
Right, cycle-based rooms, things where enemies are searching for you, and you either have to wait for them to leave.
And even then, like the very first spot where the game kind of tutorializes the whole getting caught deal, that one is to dodge that is frame perfect part of the time, not guaranteed. Sometimes it's frame perfect, and other times it is actually impossible.
That phrase makes me mad in a way I can't quite explain.
Don't worry, it made me mad to learn that too.
I believe it.
Does the person who ended up ultimately inadvertently getting me into speedrunning this goes by Snipe It Nair. She gave me a challenge that was get 100% under like 2 hours ending, but also do Perfect Stealth, but per like the retro achievements definition, which ignores that first one. And I ended up beating that challenge before finishing learning the run, because I thought learning the run would give me a fighting chance.
No, that makes sense.
And it gave me way more of one, and then oops, I became a Metroid speedrunner.
These things will happen. I mean, heck, I'm starting to become a Mega Man X runner after having a Mega Man X runner on my show.
I've actually run X1. That's a fun run.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've done 100% of that. It's a fun time. Hard run, but really hard run. But really cool.
Similar kinds of precise movement to what you're. So like, there's a certain kind of understanding that I had now that I didn't even like 6 months ago about sub-pixel precision and how those sorts of things can, like, if there are little things you can do here and there to make it slightly more like forgiving, a good setup, that sort of thing. But sometimes you just have to go for it.
Yeah, by the way, this is one of the other time that you're deliberately getting yourself caught, because it is way slower to actually wait for the eye.
Gotcha.
And I'm just gonna pop him with the sunshot, just crawl away, and we're actually done getting enough distance that he just kind of gives up and leaves. So it's like, oh well, okay, I guess she's on. Okay. And this one can sometimes get you caught if you're just unlucky. Case in point. Now I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm just gonna jump up here. It's fine. See, no problem. And I saw a question about the pirate with that one power bomb. That space pirate is invincible. You cannot actually get the power bomb early. Not that way, anyways. There is a way to get early power bombs, but that is not the way.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess even if you could pick it up at this point, it's not like you could do anything with it. So it's probably smarter, like canonically, not even in a gameplay sense. Like,
yeah, it would be cool if you could, but
right.
Samus, as she is not fast enough to do it. And even if she was somehow, it's invincible. You can't even hurt it.
Yeah, that's a good bulwark against that sort of thing.
Anyway, so this is so essentially this thing is called the God of War, meant to test Samus's resolve and kind of help her get her confidence back. Unofficially, we call him Charlie.
As Chet just did.
I don't know why. I just know that that's what he's called, and I just kind of roll with it, if I'm being honest.
So essentially, this boss is how Samus got her groove back.
Yes. So basically what this thing will do is you'll see the symbol that pops up every so often, and we need to shoot it with a fully charged pistol shot. And each phase, if we don't move, like, we'll actually get struck with lightning. In fourth phase, it just starts shooting lightning anyways across the ground, like that. Okay, there we go. And anyways, so what's this sequence without a magical girl sequence?
Look, if anyone deserves one, it's Samus.
Yeah, so we did everything bad, and then you'll notice that these start being like, oh, we actually know what these are now. And then, you did the plasma beam, you did the gravity suit. By the way, we have Varia's suit for some reason. Don't ask.
Interesting.
And finally, space jump.
Nice. Yeah, and with that, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be a good time to go ahead and take ourselves a break,
Yes.
Excellent. So yeah, we're going to do that here. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You at home do the same, especially if you're watching, if you're watching on YouTube, you can take a break whenever you want. But if you're watching on Twitch, we'll be back with more Out of the Box and more Metroid Zero Mission in just a few minutes. Welcome back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. I hope you took this break to recharge yourselves. We're all powered up over here and ready to get back to Metroid Zero Mission with Beam Queen Soul.
Powered up, to say the least. All right, let's resume this in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so first things first, we're going to get ourselves out of here, and there's some space pirates waiting for us, and they are not ready at all. But also, you might have briefly seen on like the pause screen, there's like a whole, like, there's a timer on the corner. There's like actually like a thing showing. Oh, that was unusual. Okay, that's fine. We'll just set it back up. No problem. But you might have seen that. You also probably saw the kind of the count of each expansion, and that is a trait of time attack mode, and also just the fact that this is technically from like a file that has beaten the game. And so time attack is default normal mode, which is fine. That's actually what I'm running anyways. But also the game does record your fastest time for that as a fun aside. So if you're like, well, okay, how does this work for like out of the box? And that is how it works. Like there's actually like the game actually times how fast you do it. It helps you track things if you're trying for 100% or any percent completion. It actually tracks both.
Oh, nice.
So, like, if you beat the game, you unlock this, but also there's a button combination you can do that gives you it immediately. So gotcha. You can also just kind of, like, if you do want to try this as a run or just see how fast you do in general, there is actually a thing for that, and it's really neat. But right now, what we're going to be doing is a lot of just running and gunning as we are going to be making our way. We're going to be grabbing a few items, but the big thing we need now is power bombs. Like the thing you saw earlier with the Chozo statue that was best described as draw me like one of your French Chozos.
It's funny, as soon as you said power bombs, I thought to myself, power bombs? Now there's an air fryer.
Yeah. Salmon's needs her air fryer, and she needs it now. So we're gonna go get an air fryer. They're inexpensive to pick up. Pretty easy setup. You know how it is.
I mean, yeah, when you're getting all the items in the space pirate ship, you might as well take their air fryer with you.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, what they did to you, I feel like it's
not to mention it's space pirate's head. That's amazing. But of course, their air fryer is going to be really cool. So of course we're going to take it, amongst other things.
Right.
But for now, we tell what I did over there first. So luckily we're back in the mothership. Excuse me? Do you mind? Uh-oh. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I have a solution for that, and it's called fire a super missile at it. I don't actually know what those are called. Every time I look at them, though, I just think of like Gaunt droids from Star Wars for some reason.
Yeah, that'd do it. Or Daleks.
And that's kind of that, like, for some reason, that's what they look like to me, because I've seen what those look like. It's like, yeah, you know what, these are kind of Gaunt droids of a sort, I guess. They don't make noises though. They're just kind of like buckets. Also, I did see earlier, like, about the Varia suit, where since we already have it. So, fun fact about that, it is actually still there. Like, if I go back to that room, I could actually still collect the Varia suit in there. However, it will not, the game does not give additional percentage, and it won't give me 2 of them. So, we could get it, but it is functionally irrelevant.
I like the idea of double Varia suit, like, giving you health back when you're in hazardous terrains.
That would be very funny.
Samus is just so insulated. It's actually like more comfortable than normal.
That would have helped her so much in Fusion and Dread. Jeez.
True.
Imagine just her just sitting in Sector 5, cold as it is, and just being like, this is fine, actually.
Right? Or yeah, no, you carry the second Varia suit forward from game to game, so when you lose one, it's like, oh, good thing I've got a spare. You just go back to the suit and get it. Right.
See, that's the mistake she made in Dread. She might have, maybe she had it, but then Rape and Beat just like smacked it out of her.
True.
Oh wait a minute, I'm going. This is not where I need to go yet. That is for later. This is where we need to go for now. See, there it is. There's our air fryer. It's time for us to get what's ours. By the way, this will be some sort of like kind of a light warning, since there will be like a flash every time I use these, but it is time to use power bombs. And this is what they do. Everything in the room takes a ton of damage and or dies immediately. If there are blocks that it can break, it will break them then and there, and if it can't, it will reveal any and all blocks that it will not break. There are not that many of them in the game because they are such a late game item, and honestly, their main purpose is mostly just to find itself, or like a handful of extra items that were inaccessible before.
Dang, the main thing the power bomb does is find itself. That's deep.
It is very deep. It's also
and we're deep in the bowels of the space pirate ship, so
it's also
very get out of here.
It's also very enlightening, I guess you could say.
You certainly could.
By the way, this area will be on the test later.
We'll also be asking you to draw one of these donk droids or trash bots or what have you from memory.
They're very simple to make. I mean,
we didn't say it was going to be a hard test. We just said there would be one.
I hate that my mind just looked at that and went, oh no, they look kind of like the crewmate. they look like the crewmate. Oh no.
All right, well.
I'm sorry for everyone. I have probably ruined those forever now.
Yeah, not the kind of enemy I thought was lingering among us, but so it goes. Thank you. The bemused snicker was as much of a reaction as that.
I was like, you know, I know you were aiming for that perfect.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
But yeah, at this point, we also don't care about getting caught, because what are they gonna do? Let's be honest. But they're gonna come after us, and the next thing out of their mouths is just gonna be, oh no, it's the hunter.
Right. Yes, it's you see the space pirate runs through the door, you know, weapon in hand, ready to attack, and sees Samus barreling up like a freight train with, you know, dust blowing up behind her. And he gets the close in on the space pirate. I have wasted my life.
I have made a mistake.
Indeed.
I have made it, or alternately, it's the one Simpsons image where it's just, I'm in danger.
Yes, I'm in danger. Oh, Ralph.
Yeah, so this is the early power bomb that you could get if you also want. But if you want to try it for an early power bomb, it's that one. I don't actually know how to get that one early, so I don't do it. But anyway, Sam is out of fresh air. Now she's going back inside. You know how it is. Like some pets are just kind of like, I want to go out. I want to go out. I want to go out. Okay, I've been out for like 2 seconds. I went in. Yeah, and that's Samus.
I mean, we were talking about the various suit, and maybe if the climate control is enforced, maybe it's just like, hey, I'd like to try a different environment. And no, it feels exactly the same out there because of the various suit. So
yeah,
we might as well go back indoors.
Yeah, it's like, actually there's no difference. So you know what? I might as well just, I'm safer in here. It's fine. But yeah, now that we have
Space
that,
pirate tickles as we go.
Yeah, now that we have that, there's one other thing we're going to be doing in proud Metroid tradition ever since Super. Break the glass tube. And that's our big way. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's fine though. But that is our big way of actually getting back into the rest of the game. Because once we did the fully powered suit, we could actually just finish the game then and there. We could go to the top, fight Mecha Ridley. Because sorry to spoil this, but Ridley is not dead.
Spoilers for a 21-year-old game.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. But yeah, Ridley's not actually dead. To everyone's dismay.
I was going to say, if you've played any other Metroid games, you probably know Ridley is not dead.
You probably already know this, and if you played Prime especially, you are definitely aware of it, since the Zero Mission stuff ties into Prime 1.
Right.
So if you know those, you already knew. Oh, Ridley's still around. Ooh, that was
as previously mentioned. I think we're 6 games prior to Super. First time you got to see Ridley.
Well, that was unfortunate, but that's fine. Ridley is eternal. Ridley is actually not eternal because Ridley is canonically actually dead now. Like gone, actually gone. Unfortunately,
at least there's still Smash Bros.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't manage to get in there despite being too big.
Right.
Which I love that one of the taunts references that by just making Ridley stand up. That's
right.
it. That's the taunt. But that gets most of the Chisodi items. There's certainly a few that we're leaving behind for now, but that's because they are way too out of the way, and we got to clean up the rest of this first. So, out of Chisodia we go now. We're finally about the criteria.
Hey, I recognize this place.
You should. We were here earlier.
True, hasn't been that long.
And I don't mind that. We just wanted to pick up some fish on the way in. Nice and cold, freezer packed.
Well, I mean, we have an air fryer now, so we need some fish.
Yeah,
chips.
exactly.
It's one of the definitely one of the best things you can make in an air fryer.
Now, hopefully, I don't mess up this chain. There's those back here. Got it.
Nice.
And then Balls Bark all the way up here. Whee! And Powerbomb to get a Powerbomb because, again, Powerbomb tends to find itself.
As you said.
And I'm going to get over here. Just pop that one as I keep going because that is a surprise tool that'll help us very soon from now. I wanted to say later, but it's like, right. Well, technically it's later, but later is also in like 2 minutes.
It's a surprise that'll help us right about now.
I love that meme so much.
Right.
like there's so many times I have quoted that for one reason or another, and it's usually because it's some like fun strat, or just some everything I'm sure will actually be useful. Anyways, Sam is just going to dip herself into some very spicy Kool-Aid. Don't worry about it. And then we're going to do what is called a space boost, where we are going to just carry this thing across the room and hopefully not lose it. And we did.
Bonk.
It is surprisingly easy to also mess up. But it's actually really tricky. This is one spot where it's like the game actually expects you to do this. This is the intended way to get the item here.
Wow. Well done.
But that's it. That is Turian, and we don't have to come here ever again.
Nice.
Not that there's a whole lot to it. It's seen better days.
Granted.
It's seen better minutes, honestly. But we'll get ourselves back out of here. And fun little bit, because obviously Criteria is also just kind of the we're top side, small tie to Super Metroid, because that was an area you could explore back in that game. But you noticed the bomb earlier, so we can come down here now, and you're gonna recognize this very soon. So I'm just gonna let things go through this door, fall down this hole, and hey, we're already started. So that whole bit, the start of the game, that's her coming from Criteria to here, and that is the path that she actually took.
I mean,
this is a really cool little.
We were talking earlier about how the game is detail oriented. Oh
yeah, it's such a cool detail that that's actually where you started from.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I went one too early, or rather one too far. So we also need to come down here, because there's actually an item that we could not get until actually now, because we needed gravity for it. So yeah, for 100%, the game fully does expect you to actually break the glass tube, come back down here, and then get some of the items.
Right.
Because there's a couple that you can't do. Or if you can do them, they're incredibly risky. One in Norfair actually comes to mind that we'll be getting pretty soon. And also, Plasma Beam just kind of chews through things, as you noticed.
Yeah, a little bit.
Plasma Beam is very strong.
There's a reason this is supposed to be one of the last major upgrades you get in any game it appears in.
Yeah, unless it's Fusion or Dread, where Plasma and Wave are actually flipped.
True.
You get Plasma first. But also, firing through walls is way stronger in those games.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's accurate.
But yeah, that actually, and I'm gonna double check this just to be sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. But that finishes Trade. We are actually done with them, and now we're going to finish up Norfair finally. After our earlier excursion where we just kind of said nah and left.
Right.
Oh, right. Never mind. Yeah, so if you're feeling really spicy, there are people who have actually gone into this section and have done part of this room without gravity. This lava will drain your health really fast if you're not careful. So it is very much not recommended unless you're feeling really, really spicy, because trying to get this takes a lot. And then even after that, you still have to get out. It's not worth it. Just wait until you get gravity. It's so much nicer.
For our southern U.S. runners or viewers, I would call that the Cheerwine room. That's what that color reminded me of.
Oh God. But as someone who's actually lived down there and actually does know about Cheerwine, I don't like Cheerwine, for the record. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair.
If that is an issue, fight me. If that is an issue, fight me, I guess. I probably won't be giving you much of a fight, though. Yeah, that power bomb, however, yeah, that you need gravity, so you can't get both items, even if you did want to do the missile tank.
Gotcha.
But there we go, we got those, and now we do it the way we came, with lots of shiny sparks, get rid of those enemies, breaking that block, waiting for it to respawn, because otherwise I can't set the spark, so we need it first. And now we go on right back out. And if I've done this right, yes, we have one missile taint, and that is one of two of the final missile taints in the run. So we're actually really close to finally starting to have like everything.
Nice. We've also run the full gamut of opinions about Cheerwine in the chat.
Yeah, I'm loving that.
We've got I don't care for it from you. I'm ambivalent to it. I love it, and I don't know what it is.
It is a cherry cola.
Yeah. Like literally cherry flavored soda, not a cola per se, but it's cherry soda.
Yeah, it's straight up cherry soda is probably the more accurate term for it. Like think of like how like Sunkist is orange soda, or you have like grape soda. Like this is cherry soda.
Someone mentioned Moxie. I'm actually now in the region of the country that Moxie's made in, and I have
never actually heard of Moxie. By the way, I've shown a ball spark earlier. Here's another one. This is a cool one. So you remember this room? We don't care about this room now.
Hooray!
Just fastball Samus through the room. If you see Samus coming at you like that as a fastball, I'm sorry.
If you were watching the PlayStation State of Play that had the Wolverine footage in it, that was still probably the coolest fastball special you've seen today.
I have not actually seen it, but I've heard I've heard something about like the voice actor for that Wolverine. And that's about it.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But now we're done Norfair. We can go back up to Frateria. There is one more missile tank here, and then we are effectively cleaning up Tresoda itself. Also, fun aside, when we had to do this, and then we have to do that whole Shine Spark thing I did before.
Gotcha.
But honestly, at this point, it's even easier because now we have space jump. We don't even have to wall jump for it.
Well, as Samus.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
That's fine. We'll just have to redo. I'll have to redo it, but that's not a problem.
Okay. As Sol and Samus are making their final approach and powering up for the last leg of the game, I do want to take a minute to talk about a community that powers each other up. It's Black in a Flash. They uplift and connect Black speedrunners at all levels. They host special events throughout the year to raise money for charity, and they love to celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. If you'd like to apply to get involved or even just learn more, you can go to gdq.gg/BAF, and you can follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates.
Okay, that one is definitely just me just being weird. It's fine. I know what I'm doing wrong now. You know how it is. Sometimes you do a run and you get jitters like that. It's a thing. There you go. Now I made it.
That's the one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you're in ball form, you actually move slower in the air, and I forgot about that detail. That's all right. Now we're good. And we're not far from having to do probably the most out-of-the-way tank in this entire run, and probably one of the reasons that 99% exists as a category extension.
Of course.
Because one, I'm sure there's probably players who have messed up for one reason or another. Because I've done it. I've had 99% runs in this game. It happens. And it's very funny when it does.
Absolutely a rite of passage. You know, we were talking about X1 earlier. You get to the point where you're trying to get the Hadoken, and it's like it doesn't show up after the 5 requisite visits, and you realize you forgot something. That sort of thing absolutely will happen.
Yeah, I've also done it in the fusion. Like, I've had a fusion run where I ended at 99%.
rough.
And that one's even worse because at least this one, you'll know right away if you didn't get it.
Right.
Because the final boss actually changes if, depending on your percentage. If you don't have 100%, it is a very simple fight. It takes like 6 super missiles to take down, and that's it. That's kind of the fight. You just do the escape sequence. If you have 100% items, this fight instead takes 17 super missiles, and he does triple damage. So instead of like 50 a hit, it does 150 a hit.
Congratulations on being so thorough. Please enjoy this enhanced final boss.
Yes. So one of the reasons that it probably exists is because of that. Like you want to get almost everything, but you decide to leave one item out so you have an easy final boss. The other is you were doing a 100% run, and your 100% run became a 99% run for some reason. But that concludes the most out of the way powerbomb in the entire run. This scene is just there, and there's no other good time to grab it aside from right then.
Yep.
And it's just kind of annoying.
No powerbomb left behind.
Exactly. Speaking of, there's actually one more we gotta grab. And I'll have us done with everything except energy, and energy is actually on the way to the final boss. That's why we didn't grab it. It's actually on the way, so we might as well just wait till then. That one actually is a whole sequence. There are 2 ways you can do it. The way I tend to do it is I break the blocks and then shine spark through, because you can actually line one up. The way the game wants you to do it is basically to play Flappy Bird. Which,
I mean, we did a little bit of that earlier.
It's really funny considering, it's Samus, so, Chozo, bird.
Right, there you go.
But also...
And it is on a mobile device.
I wasn't ready for that part.
Yeah. I guess Nintendo invented Flappy Bird, like...
It's a very difficult tank to get. Normally, the easy way is just to just set up a shine spark, set it up where you fly across, and you don't have to worry about the entire mechanic. Like, I have definitely tried it, and it's not worth it. It's hard.
Sure.
It is definitely faster to do it that way, though. So I wish I was better at it. It would be better, but I'm not good enough at doing it. I've tried. I probably just need to practice it more. But yeah, once we have that, we will have 100% items, and if we don't, I will be very surprised. And I'll probably be looking at pause screen to figure out which one I missed. Thankfully, the game will actually tell me, because I can change which map I'm on. I can see the area's expansion count. Again, this is really nice for just tracking things if you're trying to 100% it or something. And it's kind of a shame. Fusion's not quite as good about it. Because in Fusion, it just gives you the full counts. So it's there's 48 missile tanks. Whereas this one, it's there's 11 missile tanks in this section. And you know exactly how many you've got. Also, this room is continuing to be just kind of whatever because, Samus is a buzzsaw and can jump infinitely, so right. I don't know what they're expecting. Ow. Okay, you know what? I deserve that.
You were just talking a lot of smack.
I was just kind of trash talking to them. Understandable. Have a great day.
Right. You know what? You got a shot off. I'll let live.
Oh, I thought it was a randomizer thing for Fusion. Okay, there's that. And now we'll just set it to Shine Spark to make this easier because, again, you're going to see this as I fly through and you'll understand why this room sucks. This room is horrible. Because you have all these lasers, and if you mess up on any of them, the only way to disable them is to leave. You have to redo the entire process.
Yuck.
It is not
I hate
fun.
that for you.
Anyways, let's find out if we got it right. Because if we did, this thing will take like five missiles to break the glass.
Right.
He's also very clinky now. Very clinky boy.
I think
He needs some
clinking
oil.
might actually be louder than original Ridley.
Okay, cool. We have the Hundo version of the fight.
Good.
But
fun is
he's
valid.
actually surprisingly simple because he just kind of swipes at you. But eventually he will fire missiles, and if you're unlucky with the game's timing, those can happen at the same time-ish. And you do not want that if you can help it.
Yeah, they were close, but thankfully they were close enough that you were in iframe, so even if you hadn't hit them.
What are you talking about? We have Aria.
We forgot Varia 2, but that one thankfully is optional.
Oh yeah, it's Varia 2, the thing that doesn't count for percentage now.
Exactly.
But there we go. And now we have the get out of here again.
Second Varia.
Yeah, and now we have second escape sequence.
Hooray!
Just in case you thought the first one wasn't enough, which honestly understandable, very fair. This is actually this has a really cool escape, a really cool ball sport that you can do. Hopefully we'll get it in the run. We only get one chance to actually pull it off. Trust me, you will know it when I get there. It is probably my favorite ball sport in the entire run. It is actually really stylish. Otherwise, honestly, 5 minutes is incredibly generous, and even on hard mode, the timers are halved, and it is still surprisingly generous if you already know the route, anyways.
Yeah, honestly, I would imagine if you're having both timers, 1 minute's a little scarier than the 2.5 for this.
It is. As long as you know what you're doing, it's not too bad.
Fair.
Okay, that's fine. That gives me the setup I need so I can actually still do it. So just gonna try it again. And let's see if we did it. Okay, that one was a little bit weird, and we got it. So, we skipped like that was diagonal. I didn't even realize it.
I saw that
Okay,
it was, but I thought it was intentional.
Yeah, so what's supposed to happen is I fire it straight, and I fly through this entire room through the next one, through the little shaft, and I basically skip like a third of the sequence. That's what happens if you get it. Unfortunately, because we didn't, because I misdirected it somehow, you get to see me do the other walk of shame and have to go through it normally. Anyway, time will be when I jump into the ship here. Oh. There.
And time.
Normally that goes better, and I just jump in nice and smooth and don't bump into this pirate on the way out. But you see this one trying to stop us, and that's not gonna work.
No, not so much.
Not too bad of a run. A little over what I would have hoped for, because I did a practice run earlier, and it was like sub 130 at least, or sub 130. Per the frame rate of NSO.
I see.
I am playing this on the Switch, and it runs a little bit faster than native. So I also have a thing on my timer that auto converts it to the GBA frame rate. So it's like a 25-second difference. It's not too bad.
So this game might be Game Boy Advance, but it is very accessible right now.
It is very accessible. Cool. If you have a Switch 1 or 2 and you have the expansion pass, it's on there. Obviously, there's other ways to access it if you don't have it that way. it's pretty easy to get your hands on this game.
Yep. I've got a GBA SP around here somewhere. Everyone has one of those, right?
Me with one in a drawer alongside a GBA with a backlit screen.
Nice. But yeah, Sol, aside from Thursday at 9 p.m., Thursday, October 9th, when people should definitely tune into the Fastest Furs Fall Fest and head to fastestfurs.com to get more information about that. Aside from then, when and where can people find you?
Yeah, so apart from that, Twitch is honestly the easiest one. Twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol. I do a lot of platformer speedruns. Metroid's one I kind of ended up picking up near the end of last year. Thanks to that challenge. I've actually since learned Fusion as well. Fusion's a really fun one, and I've done a lot of randomizers for that. But otherwise, generally it's a lot of platforms, mostly Kirby. That's my big one. If you see me on Hotfix, it's usually been some flavor of Kirby, whether it's been like Nightmare Dreamland or some other game, or Sweet Squad Metal Percent. That's still probably one of my favorite showcases.
Shout out to Squeak Squad.
But otherwise, I also do like a bunch of casual and challenge things as well. So definitely feel free to follow if you like the idea of any of that. I would definitely be more than happy to have you. Also, since I've seen them in there, so I guess some shout out to Radley and Clue, because they actually do a lot of work for the Fusion randomizer, and it's really cool. Definitely check out like for the GBA Metroids. They're both really fun times.
Nice.
Yeah, I also have Fusion reverse boss order as a thing. That's also a challenge for Team in the future.
Ooh. Well, enjoy your RBO adventure, and thank you for sharing this adventure with us.
Yeah, of course. But otherwise, definitely stick around. I know Risuru is going to be doing Untitled Goose Game, so you get to see. So you also get to see people having a pleasant day, and then a goose shows up. Right. Yeah, we've had two kind of big globe-trotting adventures so far. So when we come back from the break, we're going to have something a little bit more local. So there is more Out of the Box coming up on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. We're going to be just a few minutes. Take the break to take care of yourself, get up and stretch, hydrate if you need to, or whatever you do, and then come on back for more speedrunning fun. Welcome back to Out of the Box on the Games Done Quick Hotfix. My name is the T-Tree, and if you've been here with us all evening, or whether you're just joining us, it's time for one more fantastic journey on our way to say hi to our friends at Fastest Furs with their upcoming Fall Fest. The last couple of adventures have been kind of more globe-trotting in nature, as I mentioned, and now let's take it to something a little calmer, more regional. We're going to be hanging out in a village, and it's going to be a lovely day, I think. So, Risuru, as I ask all of our runners before they get started,
Thank you so much. Welcome in, everyone. Happy goose evening, for that matter. I'm Risuru. I am a goose, and we are playing Goose Game. I am joined by my wonderful commentator, Glinta. If you would like to introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am not a goose. And nor am I the runner. But I've watched Risu do this a ton, and it is a lot of fun. I'm very excited to be hanging out with everybody here tonight and showing you all a very cozy game and a very cozy speedrun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a goose time. So I'm gonna go in. The timer won't start until I honk, but I'm just gonna get things set up at least. So this,
as all runs should.
Yeah, right.
Agreed.
So, so the category that we're running today is all main tasks. So if anybody is not familiar with the game, as the goose, you have like a to-do list. And on that to-do list, there are, I believe, 10, well, it varies. There are a number of tasks. Not all of them are required to complete the game, but for our speed run today, we are going to make sure that we complete all of the main tasks. There's also like a secret task list, but we're not going to worry about that right now. But we'll go ahead and get into it. There's a lot going on, but also like it's pretty easy to get the hang of it once you have done it like a few times. But
I think the task list is 7 items in most regions in the village.
I mean, except for like the last one,
right,
which I think
model,
is like 3 or 4. But yeah, we'll get there.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. I will. The timer will start on the honk. So 3, 2, 1, honk. This is like the greatest entrance, like the greatest like character intro I've ever seen.
It's so cute.
It's like, you're just like, wait, what do I do? There's nothing there, and then it's like, oh,
You know, people who like critique movies and other forms of multimedia also like to talk about how a character's entrance can tell you a lot about who they are, and nowhere is that more true than Untitled Goose Game.
you're so right. So yeah, this is Untitled Goose Game. Untitled, not entitled. This goose probably is very entitled.
You
though.
are a little
Yes, also yes.
But so the first stage here, this game is separated into like 4 like areas, I guess. 4 main areas. Okay, and this is the garden. We have a number of tasks to complete here. One of them being to have a picnic. So each stage is going to also have like a gathering task. So for our picnic here, we need the radio, we need an apple, we need our sandwiches and our picnic basket, we need a pumpkin. Did I say it already? Our jam and our thermos. So we're gonna work on gathering those.
Oh, good. I'm glad you have all these things handy because all I had to bring was potato salad. So
Did
you've
it
got
take
everything else.
Did it take you 3 days to make that potato salad?
Maybe.
T, we brought the same thing. This is
Oh no.
Okay, this is gonna be a little rough. Getting his keys can be a little silly. All right, okay. Luckily, if you need someone to stop looking at you, all you gotta do is show them your butt, and then you're good. Like it's not even. I'm not even.
bites from the goose.
It's like not even. That's not even satire. It's like that's just how it works. All right, so I'm gonna steal the jam. There is a bit of RNG involved with this. So it all really depends on like the cycles of all of our NPCs. So as you get more accustomed to the game, you kind of learn where they go and what locations to like look at or like to avoid. So like right now, I'm not really sure what he's doing. His best, hopefully.
If there's anything I have learned from the number of runs I have watched, it's that all the NPCs can get just a little silly.
Yeah. So NPCs also have kind of like their own priority list. So like a lot of the items that are required for our tasks, those are going to be higher on their priority list. So if I need to like distract them, oh, okay, well, all right, sure.
Figured it out! Yay!
I'm so proud of him. I've never seen that before. Anyhow, I have my thermos. I think our last one is a carrot. Yeah, but we're gonna do that towards the end here. Excuse me.
For my fighting game friends, as it turns out, Gardener versus Flower Pot is actually a 9-1 matchup. Occasionally, the Flower Pot wins.
Oh dear. All right. We gotta steal his hat. Well, we don't have to steal it. We have to make him wear a new hat. So by doing that, I'm just gonna
Proposing to the
hide.
goose.
I'm just gonna hide his hat, and then we gotta prep rake in the lake. So I'm just gonna get over here. Okay, it's okay that he notices. It's okay that he notices that the rake is missing. He just, if he notices that I'm the one stealing it and dragging it outside of his garden, then we have a problem. So hopefully, yeah, there we go. He's wearing his sun hat. Now, after you complete all but one of the main tasks, you unlock like the new task, which progresses you to the next stage. So this at least lets me know that, okay, we're like close to being done, and now I have Rake in the Lake, so that should have been the last one. Yay! Now I've got a whole goose up here.
All tail feathers.
Yeah, hold on, maybe I can grab this. All right, he has to.
Actually-
Oh no, no! Don't worry about it. Don't look. Don't.
Nothing to see
It's
here.
just an apple disappearing by itself.
I don't know what the apple is.
Just
What are
like
you
the
talking
rake.
about?
It was-
yeah.
yeah.
The rake just got up and left. All right, so
Bonk.
he has bonked his finger. I'm gonna see if I can do this thing that I accidentally found. If you
A
get
honkin'
behind
and a
him,
bonkin'.
I thought this was like a known thing, and I guess I discovered something. If you get behind him before he falls, like you can like clip through the door and get a little bit of a boost. Which is kind of neat.
Gardener bump.
I don't know how much of a time save it is, but here we are at the high street, and we're gonna caused this child to have much unresolved trauma.
I mean, the Goose is like 90% swag by volume, so swag strats just make sense.
You're not wrong. All right, let me. All right, we need that to be there. I have to. This woman. She is a very angry shopkeeper. I'm gonna break her broom.
This
Now
is
we gotta-
probably my favorite region in the run because it's really fast.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's really speedy. Like it goes by really quickly if assuming everything goes well, which it totally will. Oh, sorry. You need to. I need you to. Hold on. Excuse me.
Those lasers.
I think I'm more concerned that there's a goose that knows how to untie shoes. All right, so now he's wearing someone else's glasses. Oh, nope, we need you to go check out your airplane that I stole. And no, it's over here. No, it's over here. Oh God. Oh goodness.
Sometimes you need to direct the child.
Yes.
No, see, I could see a goose like going down and grabbing a shoelace thinking it was food, but I don't know how a goose managed to do a capitalism by making a plane available for sale. Did it like also affix a price tag to it? How does this work?
Yeah, so fortunately for us, her priority is her store. So with the boy trying to take his airplane back, but her thinking that it is her airplane, she is very much distracted, so I can complete my shopping task. So I need TP, all right? Or loo paper.
Weekend.
Loo paper,
And
as they call it.
on weekends, we allow the goose to have a little capitalism as a treat.
It's a treat.
Or as the folks in the village might call it, bog roll.
I see. All right, I got my teeth brush. What is happening? Am I missing something? Oh no, did I miss? Okay, never mind. I'm like, did I goof?
No, they
Why
really
isn't
just
she-
wanted to put on full display how
I guess.
silly they
Are you think the issue with the game right now might be a memory leak?
Yeah, you know what? The goose's memory is just spilling everywhere. I gotta clean that up. That toothbrush should help, but
And we already got rid of the leak, so
Yeah,
that shouldn't be an issue anymore.
oh, okay. Now I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I see. I got you
The
now.
joke, it has been understood.
I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So I
You're a
usually
busy
arrive
goose.
about 30 seconds early for my own jokes. I get it.
Just like this Viewmaster here. So what's really nice is that you are able to kind of move items to and from different locations. Grabbing the Viewmaster here is going to help us with a task in the back gardens here, which this place sucks. So I'm just gonna cross my feathers and hope that it goes well, because I gotta worry
this
about.
is definitely the region where
I
you can
gotta
set
worry
everything up
about-
right.
Yeah, I gotta worry about a lot of people. So, this guy does not like. He does not like it when things that are not his are in his yard.
He doesn't like whimsy.
True. I'm gonna see if I can. All right, cool. So I'm
Nice
just gonna.
clip.
Yeah, I'm just gonna clip that. I'm gonna take his pipe. Hopefully, he's pleasantly distracted. I'm a fancy goose. This is part of Goopy Goose Tony's attire.
I don't know if chat knows about Goopy Goose
Goopy
Tony.
Goose Tony. So
Not yet. They're
so
about
I'm
to.
yeah. I'm coming. I'm getting over a cold. So I was like, Glinta, I'm sorry in advance if I sound like, I don't know, like wet or something tonight. And then I'm like,
let's
I'm
speedrunning.
Goopy Goose. I wanted to say I'm Goopy Goose tonight, but like I guess the rest of it
Goopy
just
Goose
didn't
Tony
go. Yeah,
instead.
it came out to be Goopy Goose Tony. So, and I'm like, that's my mafia name. So,
True.
Goopy Goose Tony. And Goopy Goose Tony has 5 cigars in its mouth or its beak. So, all right, I'm going in.
It also had the pipe.
And the pipe is for casual attire. So I went
Fair.
incognito there, so that I
love
could.
that little bit.
It's cozy. When incognito, I had to be a pretty goose because one of our tasks were to get dressed up. Oh, she's okay. Hold on. Hopefully, I have to make him spit out. Nope, this is my soap. This is my soap. No. Oh, John!
She snatched it.
You got
know.
rejected.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was almost like poetic. I don't know. Like she was like,
I'm updating
Like,
her stats line to have a steal on it because
Yeah,
that was
oh my
absolutely
gosh.
stolen away from you.
It absolutely was. Luckily, I should be able to work with this. So she's distracted up there. I'm gonna steal her laundry because I have to do the laundry. I'm gonna hide over here. Okay, so yeah, her biggest priority is the gate. What is going? Okay, now she's just like, all right, no, we're good. All right, now I'm gonna have. This is gonna be tricky. All right, hopefully.
This poor man, you were tormenting him for no reason.
You mean
Nope.
no reason?
We might have an issue here. Well, no, we might have an issue.
All right, let's see if
gonna
we can
see.
still clean up this area.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try our best.
You took
oh,
it a
no.
honk too far.
I could honk. This is true. Oh no, I think he found his stuff. Yeah, he found his stuff.
But what if you didn't find your stuff?
Nothing to see here. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing.
You
Got
came
nothing.
out with one slipper.
Okay. So one of the tasks is I have to get the slipper into the bath, and then I also have to get him barefoot. So we have to get him to show feet. So it's easier to grab when he crosses his legs. It's
There you
easier
go.
to grab it when he does that. So I lost a little bit of time because I lost a little bit of time because he grabbed his newspaper again. So the cycle's a little bit longer, but oh my god, look at my butt. I mean, I don't blame him. I would be in the same boat. I'd be like, this goose. Sir?
Wow, he is super suspicious.
I know, I'm very sus. I am a sussy baka. Excuse me.
No, sorry, we already had the show's requisite Amogus reference in the last segment.
Oh, that's true. You're so right. All right. Boop. All right, I have done the washing. Uh-oh. I'm missing something.
I like that he's just taking one sock and going home.
She never did the
face.
bust. Oh my gosh, it's
oh.
always the bust. The bust always goofs me up. Here you go.
Getting goosed.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully. Yeah, geez, it always goofs me up. There you go. All right.
I did not realize that was a valid set of glasses. Nice.
Yes, it does count. It counts as the glasses. So now he's gonna get his little no goose sign, which is fine because I can't read. And then our next task.
Yes, thank
is we
you
need
for the
someone-
Arthur reference.
Yeah.
That time can't stop us.
Yeah.
We're geese.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get a little bit of a minor head start here because I'm already in here. So she's gonna. I goofed up her squirrel bush. So
Not the topiary.
yeah. Sorry. Now she's gonna snap the rose.
Do a little grazing on the back, a little on the front. Oh,
Oh, look
That
what
wasn't
I've
supposed to happen.
got.
Too much off the top.
Right.
I think that both of us are
lure her
gonna
this
need to get out of here after that.
Oh, woo, all right. So now she's upset. Oop. And then she's gonna make her little goose sign, which I think this one's my favorite. To be honest, just it speaks to me.
Really? I wonder why.
AI could never.
That goose is a nuisance, a goosance, if you will.
Oh no. So that was a bit rough of a back gardens, but we made it through. Very, very okay with that. And then we are moving onward to the pub. Gonna enjoy our time at the pub here. So this is Vinny. Oh, Glinta, did you want to explain how nobody really has a name?
So no one really has a name.
Yeah, the names that
It was
like,
one of the first.
are-
It was
are
one of the
used-
first questions I asked Risu in this run.
Oh shoot, I goofed. I did it in the wrong order. I forgot to honk. Okay, now she's happy. All right, because I have to be awarded a flower. And then I
Yeah,
needed
they're
to do
all
one of
just
those.
in the
Okay.
notes. They're all named after what they do.
Yes. In like in any guides, it'll be like, oh, the waitress, oh, the clean garden owner and the messy garden owner. It's like, that's not fun. So we got like Roger and like Lisa or something. I can't remember what we call her. She's very charismatic. She has
Is
personality.
anyone named Rupert? I feel like Rupert
shoot.
is a perfectly British name.
Oh, that is.
The child
This
is now named Rupert.
This game's actually
Excellent, thank you.
Australian. This comes from Australia. I'm gonna try and
True.
lure her this way. I guess they had like a.
And Rupert. I can't do an Australian accent, so
You need to watch. Clearly, Glinta needs to watch Bluey. Clearly, Glinta needs to watch Bluey.
Hey, Bluey's a good speed run. I recommend
Bluey is
it.
a good speed run.
The show I don't know
have-
about, but the speed run.
I don't recommend speedrunning the show, but
Fair. But I mean, don't people like watch and listen to most things at 150 or 200% these days anyways?
only
That's
training
kinda
videos for
speedrunning.
work.
Fair.
I want to enjoy my Bluey. Maybe One Piece also, because that's a bit long. Ooh. All right, so our gathering task for the pub is to set the table. Doesn't have to be good, but I just need all of these things. I got the pepper grinder. I got my candle here. Very nice. Oh.
It's not
This
about
is
the plating
tradi-
per se. You just have to build a certain ambiance.
It's true. It's
Exactly.
true. Like we
The
could
goose is
say,
traditional, not fancy.
yeah, like we already
Fair.
we could say like, oh, we already ate, and then the chickens came in. Like, I don't know. All right, so we got that, and then I need a plate. And
We
then
took
our
bites of
last-
everything while we were preparing for the picnic earlier.
One bite from everything,
Yep.
so it's already like
Build up on hors
spoiled.
d'oeuvres. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Oh, dang it, I just missed it. So the other part, depending on cycles, it'll be like I will try to get him to break the dartboard or to pull the seat out from under him because he needs to fall on his bum. But we missed that cycle, so we gotta let him do this thing again. He's gonna go hang out with his harmonica, so I'm just gonna keep my butt towards him as an act of dominance.
That fella must be over 30 with how much he's feeling his back hurting.
Highly likely. All right.
Right on his bum.
All right. So now we have all but one task left. Well, now of the main tasks, because our secret one has been unlocked, which is to make to get the bucket on the burly man's head. So that is over here, ma'am. Then oh no, I lost it. Oh, no, JK. All right, he's coming. Ma'am, please, hurry. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the tomato. Okay. Oh geez. Oh gosh. Okay. All
Like, he
right.
came in. He was ready.
He was ready. I was also ready. This worker, she's just like, all right, cool. There's a goose. Like whatever. So we're gonna do this, and then I need this mug. Sorry, this pint, because I need to put it in the river. I'm gonna use some swag strats. Nice. Flip through that little part there and save me a tiny bit of time. All right. So, shoot. I have to be really careful because if I get caught, I will lose the pint and it will break, and then I have to go get another one.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hey, remember that thing you were talking about?
Yes.
Was
like, oh.
I mentioned it for no particular reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, so now I have a bit of an issue because come on,
Come
it
on.
would have been easier
Just a
for me
little
to.
goosey gap crossing.
Yeah,
We got this.
that's fine. Maybe I'll just take the stairs. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll just take the stairs. Because now he's going to be setting the table. He's going to be Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Shh. Okay. Oh, ooh, okay. They're distracted.
Nice.
Quick.
That actually worked better than we
That
expected.
yeah,
I think.
I couldn't ask for anything else. All right. Now we're at the final stretch. After I dump this in. All right, there we go. That was the last one. So now we are in the model village, which is really cool, but also kind of really creepy if you think about it. I'm gonna use some swag strats to grab this bale.
Up.
Okay,
See,
excuse me?
Geese don't actually have physics.
Yes.
It's just a known fact.
So yeah, this works because the goose's physics are just very silly. Excuse me. So like I just slid through there. Now, heading back, bringing this bell back home. Typically, you're supposed to go through everything like backwards, but I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna. There we go.
Nice job. Good flip.
Hey.
Just gonna get through there. Gonna flex my little muscles there. T pose for dominance. G pose.
Hey,
All right.
that's a reference.
It is. It is. All right. So I'm just gonna head home, and the time will be when I drop it into the pit. Let's go. Go, Goose, go. All right. And time.
Nice goosin'.
GG.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank Goose.
GG, which means good goose.
Good Goose. Yeah.
Good goose.
Great Goose, even. I was very happy when I beat this game for the first time because just the amount of storytelling this part shows is
Right.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This has happened before. This is why everyone is mean to the goose.
Right. It has happened before, and it will happen
It will
again.
happen again. Yeah, I also like introducing a goose as the goose in the credits here. So you gotta go back and see what everyone's up to now that I have caused an immense amount of chaos. But yeah, that's Untitled Goose Game, all main tasks. It's pretty easy to get into, especially if you have like run the game casually a few times before. A lot of it is just prioritizing which items and tasks to complete before other ones, and then learning like how the NPCs move and like what their priorities are. Like she's like broom, store, so anything there like gonna have a bad
I
time.
was gonna say, aside from a couple of those little clips through things,
Yeah.
you're pretty much doing everything vanilla, just super quick,
Yeah, definitely. And
it's
then
really neat.
there's also I think there's also there are glitchless categories. I think there's this glitchless. I don't know if it's on the leaderboard yet, but there's no honking, which is very hard to do
Oh,
because
How do you start
That's
the
sad.
game?
that's it. That's the only honk you get.
Okay.
That's the only honk that you get, and then
Cross
and
out
then
no
after-
honks, one
Yeah,
honk.
One
honk.
honk. Like right here. Yeah, that's tricky because like that's how I stim. Like I need
that
to
makes
stim.
sense.
It's my stim button. All right. But thank
But
you
hey,
guys. Yeah, thank you so much for
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
me.
I was going to say, other than like Sunday, October 12th at 10 a.m. over on the Fastest Furs channel, when and where can people find you both?
Yeah, I am on Twitch and other websites as Risuru, as it should be displayed on screen. We like to play a lot of silly games. So we run Goose Game. We're working on. We've been doing some Rat Shaker. That's been fun. And then we're also going through Haunting Ground right now. That's not silly, but that's something that we're doing.
It's, the time of the year.
Yeah, we need something to shake things up a little bit. And then Glinta, you wanna plug yourself? I don't know.
Sure. Hi, everyone. You can find me on the internets as a hint of glints. I'm not a speedrunner, but I am a G-poser. So for those of you who play the critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV, I like to take pictures of everybody's cute lore bows. So if you like seeing fun character shots of people's OCs, come hang out.
Yeah.
Other than that, you'll catch me in Risu's streams.
Yeah.
Generally typing in all caps.
Usually, yeah. Or
That
just
sounds right.
keyboard smash,
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you again so much.
Of course, thanks to the both of you for being here, and thank you to all of you for watching another episode of Out of the Box. But don't go anywhere because Creature Corner will be up right after the break.